Strawberry, organic strawberry moon tarot. Hello to you. All right. It looks like I just forgot something. Give me a second here. Where is my screen at? All right. I'm just going to have to pop this out for a minute. Where's the screen at? All right. There. Okay. Give me a second. I just forgot my glasses. All right. Here we go. Yeah, glasses come here. Yes, thank you. All right. Yeah. Glasses. This glasses doesn't seem to be the right one. All right. Jesus Christ. Where's my other people? All right, everybody here? Okay, hello. All right, where's the video at? Whew. Okay. Huh? What's going on? Why isn't the video showing? Hold on. All right, hello. How you doing? All right, sound okay? I just had to go grab me my pen. How you guys doing? Welcome in. All right, yeah, closure. How many need closure about a connection that ended? Somebody may have just walked away, ghosted, or said nothing, and you're like, wait a minute. Do you even care about me? What happened? Did you just fall out of love with me? Like, what's going on here? All right. Yeah, this is Aries to Pisces. Let me know what signs you're here for. If you're a cross watcher, welcome. All right. Yeah, and if you're just curious, well, hello to curiosity. And yeah, definitely let me know. Yeah, are you dealing with a breakup? Somebody ghosted you, or you need closure? All right, definitely we can add some spice to things here, get you closure, get you some answers, and see what's going on here. Okay. Hello. Welcome in. Okay. Yeah, so we have people with heartache. We need closure. Okay. And so yeah, we have different signs showing up here. All right, you can put it there or your sign. It doesn't matter. Hello, welcome in. All right, there you go. Oh, we have Libra, Leo. All right. Trying to figure out what's going on in the situation. All right, wait a minute. All right, hold on. Let me I'm gonna X this out. And I'm gonna pull this back up on my computer. Give me 1 second here. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm trying to figure out which tarot deck to use in the meantime. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, beautiful. Hi, Katie. No, I don't want that. All right. Yeah, let's go into it. Click on that. All right. Come on. It's like, all right, there you guys are. All right, welcome in. All right. There we are. Perfect. Yeah, the screen keeps moving on me. That's the language freaking me out. All right. All right. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing? Welcome in. All right. All right. Bijou, hello. Welcome. All right. If you're new coming in, put your sign or signs you're here for. And we're starting with Taurus, going in chronological order. So we're going to end with Pisces and Aries and then do a collective. All right. I think I'm going to go with, huh. Yeah, I use the Radiant Wise Spirit. Okay. Yeah, I know like a lot of people have been asking about this reading. When am I going to do it? And so we're at the tail end of the Sagittarius full blue moon. Okay. So this is a perfect time to get closure, to wrap things up, to release the past, to make peace with the past, and let it go, kind of thing. All right. And I'm going to provide you some answers today that will help you make better decisions. All right. Maybe give you understanding about closure, why something happened, and yeah, give you some information in some way, shape, or form. Okay. I'm like really super thirsty. I need all right, my water. I'm going to set the candle, get the ambiance going. All right. Very cool. I don't know if this is going to blow out. I should have never bought this candle at the dollar store. They don't function right. It's like if you want a good candle, you gotta spend the money for it. At least that's how it seems for me. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna start with Taurus, hop right in, and take a look at some questions that I got prepared for the reading. All right, and then see where we go from there. And get my little tea. Okay, perfect. All right, why did this breakup happen? Okay, so let's see what current situation you are in, Taurus. Do we have any Taurus here tonight? If you're just coming in, hit that like for me, drop your sign in the chat so I can get familiar with you. And then don't forget to let me know if this is making sense or not. Okay. All right. Now these cards are shuffled upright. If a reverse does come out, I will take it. All right. Now I'm going to be speaking to your higher mind to get some direct answers or insight to a situation. I'm going to try to bypass the ego, not what the not what the ego wants me to know about what really is going on here. Okay. This is going to be a very excited reading. I can't wait to dig in, getting closures. What do you need to know about a breakup? And what were they thinking or feeling when they were ghosting or walking away? Did they get over you overnight or something? Or what was that about? So we got to get some answers, questions answered ASAP here, I feel. Like a lot of people are just still left in the fog, left in confusion. All right. So give me like five cards, Leo. I'm going to pull the cards and then we'll talk about it. All right. Oops. Ooh, that went reverse. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. All right. Can you see that board? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. And yeah. All right. Here we go. Three, four, and one more. Okay. I'm asking a question in my head. All right. Thank you. And you exactly gave me one card at a time, Taurus's higher self. All right. Beautiful. All right. So let's take a look at the cards we got here. Two of Pentacles, Lovers in reverse. Wow. Lovers in reverse, 10 of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, eight, nine, 10. And then we have six and two here. And the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, and this is what's in the shadow, stability. The energy around stability is in the shadow, or possibly a wedding party, or wedding concerning you two, or a wedding concerning somebody else. Maybe something went down in a wedding, or maybe a wedding caused issues. I don't know. Something about a wedding. Now, only take what resonates and leave the rest for everybody else or anybody else. All right, beautiful. All right, well, let's dive in. Let's enjoy these awesome readings because this is going to be getting juicy. I already know where this is going. All right, Friday night, wild card night. All right, so Taurus, what's the current energy regarding this situation? I see that you're in this Two of Pentacles. All right, I definitely feel like, in the shadow is the card of stability. So I definitely feel like you're unhinged, you're unbalanced. It's like mood swings. Some days you can get it together, other days not so much. Other days you're like your mood is up high or very low, right? Catching you off guard, off balance. But I feel like you're trying to play with this energy, I feel. It's like, all right, I'm not gonna try to like resist it. I'm going to try to play with it a little bit and stuff. But Taurus, for many of you, I feel like right now you do have a lot of things going on in your plate. So it's like you can't give it all your attention. But when it sneaks in, right? It's like, God damn it. All right. So let's try to get some of this taken care of so you can make peace with this energy and let it go already. Okay, if you want to. All right. So then let me ask, why did this breakup happen? We have the lovers in reverse. And it's like, the lovers in reverse has many, many definitions. All of these cards have many definitions. But the basic ones are like not trusting. One cares, one loves more than the other, one sided connection. This is feeling there's discord between you two. Like you guys just can't seem to get on the same page. And then there could be issues around sex. Okay. Or somebody just being vulnerable. There could be somebody having issues of becoming vulnerable. Because it's one thing to have sex, but it's another thing to have sex with emotions. Now that's a different ball game. All right. And that's really that, when you're bare naked, the cards, listen, the reason the cards use naked people in there is not because they're into nudity. They're actually trying to reflect the energy of being so vulnerable that everything is stripped off you. You got no clothes on, nothing to shield you, nothing to protect you. You're wide and exposed, and you got nothing to shield you from anything. Very exposed, very vulnerable energy. All right. And then it says, what do you need to know in order to get closure about this connection? All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles is a card of stability, even though we have the Four of Wands in your shadow. And this is about stability, connection, reaching milestone, wedding, an invite to a wedding, or talking about your wedding, or something about if you had a wedding or wedding plans. Now, so the answer here is what do you need to know in order to get closure about this person or relationship? And I feel like this energy is telling me that there's you. It looks like you have people around you, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, neighbors. There's people around you. So even your ancestors are around you, or people that are deceased. They still got your back. You do have your spirit guides and your guardian angels. So you're never really alone. So the energy is saying that you still can feel secure and stable even as a single person. Like don't attach your security and your safety or your stability to another person. We always come in, solo, and we always exit the world solo. And being solo is not really such a bad place. So be careful of your definitions around being single. Um, like just redefine it. Being single is really not that bad, and you don't have to buy into society's expectations. If you're single, something must be wrong with you. That those concepts are getting outdated, and yeah, those are not really true, not at all. And then plus you have this energy. Look at that. So let me just tell you something. So I said being single, you're secure and stable, right? Look at what follows the Ten of Pentacles in this reading. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's standing in their independence. This is like I'm thriving, I'm prospering. If anything in my environment, people, places, and things, I nurture, I tend to them. But if something doesn't want to be in my area, in my energy, then that's cool too. I'm just going to give attention to what is, wants me to. I want to attract something that can match my energy. I'm not trying to save a hoe here. I'm trying to prosper and thrive here. So this is very independent energy. And then, all right, what's the truth that you need to accept what truth haven't you accepted about them or the relationship? And this is kind of interesting. And this is not nothing monumental or grandiose answer. It's kind of simple. And usually these answers tend to be. And that's why a lot of time people get baffled by them because they're expecting like monsters and scary stuff to pop out. But this person that you were dealing with is somebody who thrives on their independence, very much so. I feel like this person feels more safe and secure when they are in their own energy, doing a solo thing. For some people, that's hard to believe, but like it's like there are some people that don't feel like they have to bond with other people. Like actually, Hallmark tends us to believe that everybody just wants to be in love, wants to be in a relationship. That relationships are like Skittles and unicorns for everybody, but for some people, being in love or in a relationship tests all your insecurities and even tests some insecurities you didn't even know you had. So for some people, being in relationships, being in love can be very challenging, be very hard. It's a very hard thing to do. So sometimes just people like falling in love with the idea of falling in love, not necessarily falling in love with a person per se. All right. So yeah, this person thrives on their independence. They like being alone. They feel more secure, more safe when they're alone. I think that's the simple truth of this matter. Because the question was, what truth have you not accepted about them or the relationship? And the truth is that this person is better when they're independent, or the other concept is that this person's looking for somebody that can be independent with them in a relationship. They don't like codependency. I don't want you to be needy. I don't want you to like need me to validate you, make fix your issues. So I'm independent. I need somebody that matches my energy. I need another person to be just as equally independent in the relationship together with me. All right. And we have strong Virgo, 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 Gemini, Capricorn in this reading. And then the question now is, what's the advice to help you make peace or make sense or heal from this situation, Taurus? All right. And we have here the Eight of Pentacles. Oh man. And this is like there's not a quick fix or just you do this and it will be better. But this card is definitely saying, just get back into working, distract your mind, get back into a project, a business, or something that can distract you while you're focusing on doing something productive. It'll kind of help your mind, subconsciously figure things out on its own. So you're not forcing things. This is also the energy of working through it. Just working through it when you feel comfortable to do so, not forcing anything, not pushing it, and, not resisting any emotions when they pop up. Emotions are just information, they're just indicators to what kind of thoughts you're holding and what kind of belief systems you're buying into. If you got negative emotions, you're buying into belief systems that are not aligning with you, or you're buying into negative beliefs that are not aligned with you as well. So it's just information, not a judgment call. All right. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. All right. Yeah, I think that was a pretty straightforward reading. I am very impressed. These cards were like definitely. Let me tell you something. I do give myself tarot readings. Absolutely do. I do have people that call me on a religious basis that they need tarot because they do investments or about a relationship or if life, find love, or for any kind of reasons. There's so many. And I had on Saturdays on my day off, I like to do tarot readings, and I usually do tarot readings with my coach, and I get a program out, and then I sit there and we compound off of one another, and it's like I the reading evolves so much so that the reading messages were so profound that it was like a life-changing moment for me. It's like I got this epiphany, like, oh my God. And, I'm not making this up. And every time I do this, when we brainstorm with my coach and we get the computer program out, the tarot thing that I got, it's like, yeah, these readings get so deep and they're so developed. Like we're talking about like AI shit helping you out. And then I got my old school techniques and skills that I apply in my and I know a lot of definitions and terminology. So it just these readings get like very advanced. I think a lot of people would love to check that out. Because wouldn't you want to get the best reading? That knowing that you're not just getting somebody that's trying to remember something. And they probably have a shitty memory on top of it. So I might start doing those readings live. Those were going to be very cool because there's a lot of like intelligence that's going into these readings, not just like, oh, what can I remember? Kind of stuff, All right, let's go now to Gemini. Hi, if you're just coming in, we're now going to Gemini. We're talking about closure, breakups, ghosted, and we're again trying to give you some answers so you can get a peace of mind, make peace with things, understand or accept. All right, we're at the tail end of the full blue moon of Sagittarius. The sun at this time is in Gemini. Gemini is all about communications and it's about storytelling. All right, be mindful of what stories you are telling yourself. The Sagittarius full moon is a reminder it's time to wrap things up, get closure, close things out, release, time to let go, clean out the closet, make space for something new. Right. That's why I thought this reading tonight would be just just right. And this is wild card night. And then next weekend is I think we're probably gonna focus on I think that's the new moon energy coming in. Um yeah, what was the where's my let me see, where's my schedule say? Does it say did I have a chance to write down? Oh, okay. It's on this one. Hold on. What does it say? What's next week gonna be? Um, yeah, that's gonna be the beginning. New stuff. It could be about singles or renewal energy. Singles or exes. Yeah, next week. And then I think the third week is couples, something like that. All right. Just giving you an indication. And don't forget, Sunday night, I come up at 11:45. All right. Sunday is deep reflective night. Anybody that's in a love thing, we're finding out what's going on with that. How does it really feel? Where is it really going? Sunday nights are very popular. Okay. Friday nights used to be very popular, but something just happened. All right. That's cool. Things go in waves. All right. So we're in Gemini. Why did I cross out Gemini? Like duh. All right, we're on Gemini. All right, let's get it going. All right. So if anybody can be a chat monitor, write down right now at 22, what is it, 23:46, we're on Taurus. Oh man, I gotta get a timeline going. All right, I need a shout out for a chat monitor. That'd be nice. So Taurus is when? 20, we'll just say 24 even. All right. Yeah, 24 even. Taurus. All right. Yeah. If anybody wants to be a chat monitor, let me know. You know, like we'll figure out how to thank you later. All right. Not in a crazy way. Get your mind out of the gutter. All right. All right, Gemini, let's see. All right. So first question. Where did my question go? All right. So let's find out what kind of energy are you in because of all this going on with you, Gemini. That's what I want to see. Is like, are you like in the dark energy or um okay. So the energy here that's telling me, Gemini, that you could be still speaking to this person that broke your heart, or it's telling me that a heartache came really fast. Could have been a third party situation. It's talking about something from the past interrupted this connection. It's not always an affair, but it can be. It could just be a person from their past that showed up now threw a wedge in the situation, or it could be a friend. It also could be a friend that is like drove a wedge in this connection. Hmm. So I feel like, yeah, Gemini, you're telling me this came suddenly. You got results, um, news of setbacks, delays, heartache, stress, discord, trauma, breakup. Mm-hmm. Hmm. And now you're still, and now you're reflecting on the past. Now, is this telling me that you are like, are you reminiscing about the past? Like, let me know if there's a Gemini that is watching that, even though they had their heartbroken, but since it's been a hot minute that happened, they kind of are glorifying their person. Like you're kind of forgetting the bad stuff that happened and be like, oh, but they were such a good boyfriend or girlfriend. No. it's not the it's not the card told me. There was 3 of Swords. When 3 of Swords comes out, I don't that's a very heavy, energy. That's somebody crying. That's like when you cry, you get on your knees, but you can't even breathe. That's like serious crying energy. That's like you got an ugly cry. You don't want nobody to see you're crying. All right, anyway. So yeah, I feel like you're in this energy of reminiscing about your person, but still feel the heartbreak of it. Okay. So either you're talking to them or you're telling me that the heartbreak came suddenly. Okay. Or it could have been also that you were just talking to them and somebody just goes, "You know what? I don't want to deal with you anymore." What? Like it could have been like that. All right. But I do get a third party situation around Gemini. All right, next question. What do you need to know in order to get closure about this, Gemini? Let me pick out the cards for you first, okay? Let's just do that. Give me the cards for Gemini real quick, and then we can answer the questions. All right. Nine of Swords, yeah. Two of Swords, High Priestess. All right, Page of Cups. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. You did have the Three of Swords out in the beginning. I put it back in the deck. All right. So that we have Libra, we have Gemini, we have Cancer, we have Pisces, and we have Libra again. Okay. These are the signs that are showing up in the reading. All right, let's get to the second question. So why did this breakup happen? So Nine of Swords. All right, it's definitely talking about that somebody was in you know this somebody was worrying too much, like maybe when at nighttime when things got quiet their head would start running with crazy stuff, and they would let their fears and insecurities and their imagination just go wild. Yeah, somebody just like didn't know how to handle their insecurities, and this also could be like a self prophecy kind of thing. Or maybe they don't like me. Maybe they are cheating on me. Maybe. Well, even if they weren't, if you kept asking me if I'm cheating on you, I wasn't. I don't know. That could be like, you can push somebody to that. All right. And then we have here, what do you need to know in order to get closure about this situation? So we have the Page of Cups. All right. So what do you need to know in order to get closure about this situation is even though, you experienced some pain and hurt, probably some backstabbing energy kind of things. The Page of Cups is here to remind you, like, to still lead with an open heart. That don't let somebody take your power away and make you close down and shut off. It's still be open hearted because there is some good people out there for you. And you don't want to have this be a missed opportunity. Don't let somebody make you close up. And yeah, with this Page of Cups, and then with them having this fish in this cup, it's like you're gonna be surprised at things, who shows up and how things happen. So you wanna be open and curious. You don't want to close off about that. And actually, by you staying open is how you are giving yourself closure, because you're telling yourself and the universe that you trust yourself and that you're going to be fine, regardless if things are upsetting and things don't go your way. You got this. You got it. You'll be fine. And then by being in that energy, the circumstances will match your energy. Circumstances are just a mirror. So, all right, now let's go to next question. All right, what truth have you not accepted about this? What a beautiful card to get about what truth have you not accepted. And here comes the high priestess. All right. Now, the high priestess is a major arcana. This is the empress in the heavens or in the esoterics. Okay. The empress is in the earth form. The high priestess is in the heavenly form or in the esoterics. So the high priestess is like, the message here is to lean on your intuition. Like, sometimes we don't have all the information, or sometimes you already know the information, you just don't like it. Just because you don't like the information you have doesn't mean like it doesn't apply, because the high priestess is like, come on, you already know. You just don't like the answer. Now, High Priestess is also a card saying that some things can be known to you very soon about this situation that you are not privy to yet. Okay. So there could be some things yet coming to the surface. But you pretty much have an idea. And the High Priestess is also, let me just tackle this situation. If somebody wasn't really telling you their feelings for you, I mean, that's kind of a red flag. Why would somebody not want to express their feelings of joy and love and happiness? That wouldn't make sense to me right there. That's just such a big red flag. Either they're not trying to be serious or they already have somebody else they have feelings for. It's usually one of those two. So if you feel something is off, it's saying trust it. Trust a person's motive. Why would they keep it as a secret? Why? They're human, so you they're not too different in how you think. All right, so far we have Pisces, Cancer, we have Gemini, Libra, and Libra again. And then let's go to the last question. What's the So we did all four? Okay, beautiful. So then what is the advice to help you make peace or make sense of this situation? And we have here the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, this ties in together beautifully with the High Priestess card, okay? And why, how, I'll explain. So the High Priestess is saying sometimes, people don't tell you things. They purposely leave you, they keep you out of the loop on things, right? And so the Two of Swords is like, it's like the Two of Swords, this person is not making a decision. They're on the fence. They're at a crossroads. They're having a conundrum. Both options suck. Option A and option B suck. So they're like, well, what do I do? Now, the reason both options suck at this time, because number one, you don't have all the facts, or number two, you don't have the correct facts. All right. So if right now not making a decision and just sitting with the energy is actually your way of protecting yourself. So if you don't feel like this is a time to make a choice, then don't do it. And something will come to light, because I did say more information may be coming to the surface or being exposed in some way. When one of these options would start making sense to you is when you know you got the right information or all the information. Okay. And that's what we got here for you, Gemini. All right. If this is resonating, let me know. All right. So we did Taurus and Gemini. All right. Let's move it on to Cancer. I'm taking these so seriously. Am I being too serious about this reading, you guys? What do you think? Should I like move it up faster? Hi, Tara. All right, she's a Libra. Oh, hi, Andrea. Oh, you are my beautiful sister. Soul sister. Soul sister. Yeah, hello to all you guys. Nice to see you. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, you got in. Good for you. I am in like in a weird mood. I am in a weird mood. I had an afternoon with my ex the other night because we are working together on something, and all every time it was like something critical, something hurtful, and all day now I have to like do damage control because now I'm like constantly you effed up my energy, and I'm pissed off about that. Like, I gotta put my walls up and be really guarded who I let around my energy. He was just having a really bad day and really taking it out on me. He's not always that bad, but still, I think it's just too much. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna work with you again, man. Mm. How you doing, Kimberly? All right, let's see Cancer. All right, we're going in chronological order, and there will be a collective at the end. So I can catch you in your sun sign and collective as well. Don't forget, check out your ex's sign, your current person sign if you're interested. All right. If you got nobody yet, then collective may be your thing or your sign. Also, check out your moon rising Venus placements. Like my Venus is in Scorpio. I'm an Aries moon, Capricorn rising. I'm a double fire, but rising Capricorn energy grounds me. Thank God. All right, let's go. Cancer. Give me 5 cards for Cancer, please. All right, what do we got here? One, two, three, four, five. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the devil. That's the shadow, obsession. You're my obsession. If you want me to be, me. Something, something. All right, what card do we have here? We have the sun. Can you see the deck? Can you see it? All right, I'll move it over a little bit. We have the sun, 8 of cups. Can you see it? The death card, lovers, and the page of cups. Okay. Some of you may be born on the 19th, on the 29th, on the 8th, on the 28th, on the 13th, on the 31st, on the 6th, on the 26th, on the 23rd, and on the 11th. Okay, on the 31st, 21st. All right, if these are your birthdays, let me know in the chat. All right, now let's talk about it. Okay, so why did this breakup happen, Cancer? Ooh, the sun. Something got illuminated. Yeah. It's like, the sun illuminated something here for you. So you couldn't, say you were confused. The sun illuminated something that was a problem, so you can see it clearly. It's like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I was trying to help you. All right, so something was eliminated. Now, the sun talks about positivity, optimism, being playful. Now, this can be about children wanting children. Something about kids could have been an issue, or somebody wanted to travel or doesn't live in the same area. Like maybe somebody has to go away for 3 months to work at a time, and it's like, oh well, I don't like that. All right. The sun is like, yeah, the sun illuminated something for you. That's why it broke up. I guess I can clarify to find out what happened here. All right. What did the sun illuminate? How many cards you get? No, that's too many. That's too many. All right. Higher soul, just give me yes. Okay, so this is the reversal. Oh, this is upright. This is the wheel. Okay, so what the sun is illuminating here, that you can never predict them. It was like things were always unpredictable. It also could talk about like the mood always fluctuated with them based on how were things. Let's say if they went to work, they had a shitty day. Now they came home and had acted shitty with you. If they went to work and had a great day, now their mood is great. It's like their energy always reflected off of something else, or they were just unpredictable. It's like you never knew you were going to get with this person, or they could have felt like this way with you. Right. And something about divine timing could have been an issue as well. All right. So then let's ask the question, what do you need to get in order to get closure here? And that is like, so I think this is like you to in order to get closure here, Cancer, I feel like it's like you just need permission. If you've been trying to no end, to no avail, trying to make this situation work, but it's draining you emotionally, then there is nothing you can do except you need to protect your own energy, pull back emotionally, and walk away. Is this easy thing to do? No, it's not. And your emotions are probably fighting you on this. That's why it's like I just need confirmation that this is the right thing to do, because my emotions are like, no. But yes, this is the right thing to do, because the Eight of Cups is a card of needing to walk away that keeps draining your energy. You need to protect your energy. This is a card walking away from people, places, and things that are no longer benefiting you, that are no longer fulfilling you. You're walking away from something that's draining you. You're walking towards to something that will fulfill you. So that could be the Nine of Cups or the Ten of Cups. So stop wasting your energy here when you can be getting your wish fulfilled or your dreams cometh true. All right. And then we have here, what truth? Wait a minute. That was one, two, three. Okay. Why did the breakup happen? Okay. Why did the breakup happen? We have the death card here. So it's saying that like somebody was going, like something changed about the situation, but it was more of an internal thing than an external thing. For a few people, it could have been an external thing that caused the issue to change, like different location, different um I don't know. You fill in the blanks what those answers are. We went to different schools, so now I don't see them every day, or so it could just be anything. So the death card is needing to let go, it's needing to release. It's like, don't fight this ending, don't fight it. And if it was, it's like, let this person go. And if they were meant to be, they will come back again. And if it does restart again, then it's not going to restart from the same place. Okay. Um, it will restart from a better disposition. So actually, this coming to an end, if they're meant to be, will actually help you guys evolve this connection. All right. So don't be afraid of a breakup. All right. So the death card is saying that why did the breakup happen? Because it's like somebody was changing, whether the environment was changed things for you guys, or they were changing internally. And then what's the next thing? All right. What truth have you not accepted about them or the relationship? All right. So we have the Lover's card, and the Lover's card talks about needing to make an important choice. And that's like a needing to make a choice that aligns with your inner moral values. Um, this choice has to be dependent that both your heart and your mind agree about this. Like you can't have it where I love them, but my mind is like they're so toxic for me. That's not a heart and a mind in alignment. That's actually that's a heart and a mind in discord. So it's like the truth is, that you have discord about the situation, anyways. Your heart and your mind weren't really in cahoots about this if you really ask the question and answer honestly. All right. And then we have here, what advice can help you to make peace or make sense, heal from the situation? And the Page of Cups is showing up and it's saying, listen, Cancer, and this is Cancer's minor arcana card, by the way. It says, Cancer, listen, keep your heart open, be curious, remain interested. Don't let somebody take that power away from you, rob you of the joy of keeping your heart open. You know, there is somebody for you. These breakups and all this stuff is not as bad as, when it happens, it seems so awful. But that's also the way we grow. So it's just telling you to keep your heart open, keep being interested, keep being curious about love. Don't close yourself off to it. Don't let somebody rob you of that. Don't let anybody take your power away from that. All right. And then the signs we have here, Cancer, we have Leo in the majors, we have Gemini in the majors, Scorpio. Then we have Leo is ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is associated with Pisces and Sagittarius. We have Cancer, and then we have Pisces in the minors. All right. And those are the signs that showed up for you. All right. Yeah, if that resonated, hit that like, subscribe. If this is your vibe, you're going to like this channel. All right. Hit subscribe. Cancer, we're done with you. Moving on to Leo. All right, thanks, Cancer. All right, let's move to Leo now. All right, Leo. Shmeo. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. All right. What was that, Kimberly? You're doing good. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so this is a new format I'm trying out. I hope you guys are liking it. So we're at the tail end of the full moon, at the Sagittarius full moon. When's in a blue moon right now, and it's a good time to wrap, loose things up. It's time to get closure, time to release things, clean out the closet, throw away the old, make new for the new, metaphorically or literally. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to do this kind of reading for some of you, that we're just focusing on this topic and not five other things as well. Yeah, so next week, next Friday, I think it's going to be, because we got the new moon and new beginnings and things like that. So it'll probably be catered around singles or the exes and singles. All right. All right. Leo, give me 5 cards, please. All right, what are we on here? All right. Yeah. So is that the order you want to give it to me? Hmm. All right, I need one more. All right, beautiful. All right, what do we have? The world. Okay, so let's see what card we got to play with here. All right, let me put this deck over here. All right, put that over there. And let's see what we got. All right, so we have the tower in the reverse. All right, but first of all, let's look at it. We have the 10 of Wands and the shadow energy. This is the energy of like feeling overwhelmed, burdened, love is hard. I feel like I have too much going on. It feels challenging. All right, so we have the tower in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse. I don't want the 6 of Wands in reverse. King of Wands. All right, King of Wands is cool. Ace of Wands is good. All right, and then we have the World. A cycle is closing out here. Okay, let's see what's going on. But it also can be a renewal energy. Bringing back, resuscitating something from the dead, reconnecting, reconciliation. All right. So then let's go to this energy. What kind of energy what kind of energy are you in, Leo? And this is, by the way, this is Leo's minor arcana card. The 6 of Wands in reverse. It looks like this upwards, and then this is like that in the reverse. Okay. So this is Leo's. Leo, what kind of energy are you in regarding this topic? And the 6 of Wands energy is like something that, doesn't really feel too good about themselves. This is not somebody riding high. This is not somebody proud and showing off. This is not somebody trying to get attention on them right now, which is really weird for Leo. You know, Leo definitely, got a bruised ego when they're like got their tail in between their legs and they're like not trying to get attention. This is such a Leo thing, like so Leo is right now got a bruised ego. Their self-esteem has been a little bit bruised. So they're like, yeah, I'm not trying to get attention right now. I don't feel like um yeah, you could also feel like a failure, like things just are not going the way you're expecting. And it's definitely um this is though, but I feel some of you are still may feel like you may have somebody still pursuing you. You at least got one person still in the energy like that. Okay, let's keep it going. Where did the breakup happen? We have the tower in reverse. All right, so the tower in reverse is actually saying like there was a resistance to things changing. So that first of all, let's talk about the tower upright. The tower upright is something suddenly a sudden upheaval. Like let's say you're driving on the road and a car in front of you stops because they're making a right turn, so you stop, but the person behind you slams into you. That's like a sudden upheaval. Something just suddenly fucking happened. It's like something you didn't want, right? Some kind of sudden upheaval. Can't be a breakup, divorce, separation energy. But in the reverse, all right, so what does this card? This card says a disaster, confusion, pain, um, natural disasters. Okay, we don't care about that stuff. Accidents. Oh, this is card about accidents as well. So that example fit very well. But in the reverse, I'm sorry, in the reverse though, this is like, yeah, you're resisting changes, you're trying to avoid disasters, you're postponing. like, getting bad news. You're postponing the inevitable. Yeah, you're avoiding, you don't want to lose things. You don't want to lose a person, a place, or a thing. You're trying to avoid a loss of any kind. So so why did a relationship end? All right, let's see how this applies. I gotta clarify this card. Where did this breakup happen? Because this is resisting. Oh, is the relationship ended because somebody, like, what is this, a paradox? Like, somebody resisted to end this, so it ended anyways? What? Or like somebody wouldn't so like shit hit the fan and somebody still wouldn't react to it. Like, and then that would get anybody's goat. Like, shit is hitting the fan. I'm mad. I'm yelling, and you're not saying anything. All right, well, let's find out. What does the card say? What's going on? Why the tower in reverse here for Leo? 10 of Cups. Yeah, I think it's like the situation I was saying. If somebody's like ignoring all this drama, ignoring the shit is hitting the fan, and it's like, oh, listen, Leo, you're overreacting. It's fine. You're just upset. You're probably hungry. You want me to make you a sandwich? You're like, no, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't want a sandwich. We're just done. Leo, I just think you're tired. Just go to bed, and tomorrow you'll feel so much different. I'm getting this kind of energy, like somebody just kept not dealing with the situation. All right. And then we have here Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo so far. And then, okay, what do you need to know to get closure about this situation? All right. We have here the King of Wands. All right. Whether you're dealing with a male or female, we're not really looking at the gender, but the characteristics of the card. Now, the King of Wands is somebody very good looking, and they possibly could be well endowed, making the sexual pleasures more enjoyable. But that's not the point. The point is that this person is very charismatic, very good looking, and they're fun to hang out with. And you have a good time with them. And this is somebody that, is very popular. They have a very positive influence over people. But the thing I think you need to understand about this person, whether they're male or female, the King of Wands knows that they got it going on though. All right. They have options, they have plethora of choices. And this person is hard to commit, not impossible, but hard. It's just going to take that really unique, special thing to get them to get committed. You may get them committed, but to keep them committed, that's another thing again. It's not impossible because once they're committed, they are committed. But, it depends where they are in their life. Are they ready to settle down? Are they still trying to play the field? You know? So, to understand that it wasn't you personally, it's just I don't think this person was really trying to like tie the knot down or get really serious about anybody. Unless it naturally just happened without that, with against they went against what they wanted. Yeah, other than that, they were not trying to have it. Okay. We've got strong fire sign energy here. And then what is the truth you not accepted about this connection or person? And we have here the Ace of Wands. Mm. All right, so the truth that you may have not accepted, and this is like nothing grandiose, nothing complex, that um this connection could have been just based on um physical attraction and sex. It really didn't go much deeper than that, even though you felt good with this person. They could have made you happy, light up, all that good stuff. But that's the truth of the matter that I'm getting here, Leo. And by the way, this is your king, Leo. All right. So this could be you or them. All right. And what's your advice? What's your advice regarding this? All right, and we have the world card for advice, and what a perfect card to get for advice. So the road means that the cycle is closing out. Are there feelings here? Yeah, I'm sure there are feelings here, no doubt. But feelings don't guarantee continuity and a connection. There's many times people still end up breaking up, even if they got feelings for each other. No, it's like I just don't want to be in a commitment right now, but I have strong feelings for you. It's nothing personal. It's like kind of the energy I'm getting. So actually, the world card is like letting the cycle just end. And this is like knowing that this is nothing personal, that just like anything else, this too, this energy, this feeling, this too shall pass. And just take the lesson from it, integrate it, don't become broken, don't compartmentalize this, don't try to keep dissecting it. It's nothing. Yeah, the answers are nothing like spectacular or extraordinary. You might not like the answers, and that's fine. But yeah, just that it's time to just let this end. And not everything was meant to go the distance. Okay. And it's nothing about you personally. All right. So we have the energy Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Aries again, Pisces, and Leo's energy. All right. We just had a light go out here. Okay. And that was for Cancer. That was for Leo. Okay. That was Leo. That was your reading. Okay. All right. That wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, a lot of times we want to make the answers complex, and they're not, because it's like, oh, if they're complex, then I can accept it better. But you know why you're having a hard time accepting it? Because you're taking it personally. You're making your worth or value be dependent on what the answer is, and two are just not connected like that. Don't make a connection where none needs to be. Okay. Mm-mm. All right, let's go now to Virgo. Hello, if you're just coming in, put your signs or sign in the chat. All right, we're now going on Virgo. We are going in chronological order here. All right, we're dealing with closures, breakups, and ghosted. All right, trying to get you some answers. All right, we're like in the energy at the tail end of the full moon. Sagittarius was the full moon. The full moon was in Sagittarius placement, and the sun is in Gemini. So right now, communication, storytelling, and wrapping up loose ends is important. Time to clean out that closet, release the old, so new can come in. All right, very good. Virgo, give me 5 cards, please. All right. All right, how many you got so far? We got 4. Magician, 2 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Okay, it's pretty cool. One more, please. No, too many. That's a whole chapter. How many you threw at me? All right, I'll take it. You threw 2 at me. Okay, because they're kind of like, all right, that's fine. All right, so I got Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit and Shadow Energy. And the Hermit is like needing to go in to do some inner introspection, inner self analysis. It's like withdrawing your energy and going within. All the answers you are wanting are within you. They're not out anywhere. They're all within you. All right. Time to go into hermit mode. Or some of you may been maybe in hermit mode too long. Time to come out. All right, we'll see what's going on here. All right, so listen, Virgo, this is one of your major arcanas that you share this card with Gemini, the magician. Okay. The magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is associated with Gemini and Virgo. And right now, you're showing up. How is your energy around this topic? You're strong. You're showing up somebody who's confident. You're like, I'm the I'm the magi if you're a female, or I'm the magus if you're a male. I'm the magician. God dang it. I'm the manifesto. Mm. So I feel like you're this is definitely a person that's empowering themselves. This is not somebody letting somebody steal their power away from them. So this is like put out your intentions and take action. This is definitely talking about a new opportunity coming in. And by the way, Virgo, I see a new person coming in your energy, by the way, and this is not a BUM. This is not a bum. This is somebody that will have their shit together. All right. So I like that you're in this energy of the magician, whether you're male or female. All right, let's keep this reading going. So, why did this breakup happen? We have the Two of Cups here. Well, on the surface, things look really good. Right? Mutual attraction. Um, we mutually are attracted to each other, mutual attraction, there's harmony. It's a strong connection. Things look balanced here. So what was the issue? What happened here? Yeah, because Two of Cups tells us this was a positive thing. So let's clarify it. Wait a minute. Am I doing the wrong side? Okay. All right, here we go. Why is it Two of Cups? What happened with the breakup? Why the breakup? Oop, that accidentally fell out. Six of Swords, Five of Swords. All right. Let's see. All right. So tells me is like, okay. So Five of Swords and the Six of Swords is like why the breakup was. Okay. Yeah, it's saying that somebody started getting in their ego energy. All right. And usually when somebody feels vulnerable or exposed, they can start their ego start can start taking over. And like now somebody is now, instead of connecting on an emotional level, now they're in their head too much in a negative way. So it's like, I'm gonna get you before you can get me. All right. This is where communication starts getting wonky, starts like being inconsistent, or pointing fingers. It's like saying something disrespectful, acting disrespectful. It's like having this competitive energy between you two. It's like egos clashing, conflict. It's like that kind of thing. And somebody in here, Virgo, was like, you know what? I want to move this connection out of this crazy, stormy place and move it to calmer waters. Because with our egos clashing like this, arguing, fighting, it's not going to work. So why the breakup happened is because somebody was done with this mind games, always pointing fingers, always trying to have the last word in. It's like this righteous anger, or you're gonna talk to me. How dare you talk to me this way? That kind of stuff. I can't be in this energy with you. So somebody is like, either we move to calmer waters, or I'm just gotta get out. I can't entertain the circus with you anymore. I can't entertain this shit show. All right. So that's why. And then so what do you need to know in order to get closure? And we have here the 10 of Wands. So okay, because these cards are together. All right, that's what was tripping me out. All right. So, what do you need to know in order to get some closure about the situation with the Ten of Wands? That, that this, this connection can feel heavy. Like this whole thing, this whole situation, how it ended, the whole thing can feel heavy. Can feel like, you got the brunt of it. Like you're the one dealing with a lot of the emotional weight of things, intellectually feeling drained. It's just like you feel the weight of this in every which way. And it's just like, you know, why me? It's just like it could seem unfair. It's like, or some of you may even be going the other way with this situation. And this is saying like right now you're having so much, you're right now trying to distract yourself so much that you got a heavy workload, you got a lot of responsibilities, obligations on your plate to distract you from, dealing with this. All right. And then what do we have? What's the next thing? What's the next question? So, what truth have you not accepted about them or your person? And look at this Ace of Swords. What a perfect card to get to about what truth you have not accepted. The Ace of Swords is all about clarity, understanding, gaining insight, seeking the truth. So the truth is that I feel like you ready. It's like I feel like you already have clarity. I feel like you already know the truth. It's just and it's like I feel like it's just kind of understanding that sometimes the answers are not what you want to hear, and let that be okay. Yeah, it's like you're if you by you analyzing stuff and you like going over it again and asking questions and reflecting, I feel like you already know. I feel like you already have the answer. So the ace of swords is just accepting it and just making the decision that you know what, all right, I've mourned enough and it's time for me to keep moving forward. I'm gonna stop giving this more of my energy. And then singles, it's like definitely the energy of needing to get out and network, get out there and, assert yourself, meet people, and that would also help you to move on. Because by going out and trying to meet new people is you showing the universe that's you taking action, that you're telling the universe, I am no longer trying to heal or need to heal from this. Right. If you're at this stage, okay. And then anything what else does this card say? Anything else? Able to focus. Yeah. Having a vision. Yeah, focus on your vision. Stay focused on what you're wanting in life. Don't let this emotional stuff throw you off your path, to sidetrack you, distract you from keeping you focused on what you're really desiring in life. You had a hiccup, things didn't go the way you planned, but don't let it distract you or make you lose sight of what you were wanting in the first place. It's still out there. You can still attain it. All right. And then what's your advice to help you make peace or make sense to heal from this? So you actually have very two positive cards out here, Virgo. And you got Virgo minor kind of card with the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. So you just showed up in your own reading. That's beautiful synchronicity. Four Wands is saying, if you're invited to an event, go, go, go to an event, get out, um, you know, celebrate, go to a party, enjoy yourself. Family is a good thing right now to surround yourselves. Of your community, your family can also be helpful. But you are stable just in your situation, knowing that you're stable, that things are going to be fine. 10 of Pentacles, stable, security, safe, solid. You're on a strong foundation. So just because this didn't go right doesn't mean your whole life is went to shit all of a sudden. Doesn't mean everything that you ever done in the past now it went to shit. Doesn't mean everything's now broken. It just means this little segment in your life. If you live to 90 years old, how long does this relationship go for? Let's say it went for a year. 1 year out of 90 years of living is really not that long of a time. So, in hindsight, 1 year of dealing with something is really not that traumatic. All right, try dealing with something for 20 years or 10 years. All right, now I'd be a little bit more sympathetic. You understand what I'm saying? So look at it from the bigger picture of things. Things could have been a lot worse. Of course it stings. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm not saying to brush it away and act like it don't, but you don't have to resist the emotions or sit in them too long either. Don't let them control you or take you off your goals. Don't let them take your focus on what you really, where you really should be focused on. All right, so the signs Virgo, we have Virgo, Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius again, Cancer, and Gemini and Virgo. Those are the signs that showed up at this time. But of course, it could be any sign. All right. If you're enjoying this, let me know. Hit that like, subscribe. Let me know in the chat. If there's anybody that wants to be a chat monitor to write down the timelines when I start a new sign. So we're now going into Libra, and that is at 76 minutes and 55 seconds. All right. In real time, that's like so what does it say? 76 minutes and just say 77 minutes. So that's like an hour and 7 minutes. What is that? An hour and 7 minutes? Yeah. All right. 10700. And that's Libra. All right. If you want to be a person that writes the timelines down in the chat, you get a 3 card mini reading. All right. If you don't worry about it. There's always somebody gonna volunteer. All right. Let's see. Libra. All right, let's do my Libras. Libras are all about the truth seekers, the justice, fairness. They're about taking accountability, owning your shit, acting with integrity and morals, even when nobody's watching. There we go. All right, beautiful. All right. Hello, tornado. Hey, you. How's it going? Oh, hi, Miss Emma. You sleepy? What am I putting you to sleep? I'll try to talk quieter. All right, any new people coming in, put your sign in the chat or signs. If you're a cross watcher, welcome. If you're just curious, well, hello to curiosity, welcome. All right, Libra, I need 5 cards from you. All right, I'm tapping into your higher self and getting answers from your higher soul, from your higher soul or higher self. All right, let's see. No. All right, what do we got here so far? How many cards? Just three? All right. We have the Queen of Swords. Your queen showed up, Libra. King of Wands in the reverse and a Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is going to be definitely a juicy, juicy storyline. All right, Libra, of course, you never disappoint. All right, Libra. Hold on, I'm gonna burn some incense here. Get the ambiance going. Don't you fall out. All right, hold on here. Get the ambiance going. Fire, fire. All right, come on. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna cleanse this deck a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, Eva, I need two more cards from you, please. What you threw out here? Two. Okay, perfect. All right, I'll take it. All right, so Libra, what do you got here? All right. You have the Queen of Swords here. I'm on this one. The Knight of Wands. These is like is the sound and the video not at the same time? Because I'm getting lagging here. I hope that's not the case. That would suck. All right. We have Queen of Swords here, Knight of Wands here, Seven of Swords, and then not, I'm sorry, the King of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups, Hanged Man. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have here the Ten of Pentacles. This is like having deep commitment. This is like, happy family. This is not only just being deep commitment. This is the energy of having commitment and having a cush lifestyle. All right. It's like this is also having a legacy. This is talking about generations. All right. All right. That's in your shadow, Libra. All right, let's find out. So, what energy are you showing up right now regarding this situation that's going on? Getting closure, breakup, and ghosting. You're in this Queen of Swords energy, whether you're a male, female. It's not the gender we're looking at, but the characteristic of the card. So, Libra, you're in this Queen of Swords energy, and this is somebody that is seeking the truth, seeking her truth. She's like, this is who I am, this is the truth, and um, take it or leave it. This is somebody that smells bullshit a mile away. This is somebody like, come correctly or don't even bother. I don't need any craziness. Just come right or don't even come. This is somebody putting up boundaries. All right. All right. Now let's go and let's answer the questions we got going on here. All right. So Libra, why did this breakup happen? All right. We have the King of Wands in reverse. All right. So this energy looks like it's not about you. It's more about this person. I think this is about how the person viewed connections or relationships. My King of Wands in reverse is like a player energy. This is like somebody I'm good looking. I get a lot of options. I'm very charismatic. I'm very fun to hang out with. I know this about myself. So I'm not really trying to settle down or get serious right now. It's not impossible for them. It's just hard to get the King of Wands in reverse, male or female, to commit. All right. This is somebody not being serious at all. This is somebody definitely, they can be like too cocky, conceited, even. This is somebody with a very hot temper if they don't get their way. It's like that energy. And this person likes to make people jealous. They like to like do stuff like that. It's like a drama. This person likes to stir up drama, likes to mess with people's emotions. All right, anyways. Then we have here, so we got all fire so far, and we got all air so far. Okay, and then let's go to the next question. What do you need to know in order to get closure? All right, Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse is like, this is like coming clean. This is like, okay. So look at the facts. Look at what evidence you have. Especially if this person have confessed or admitted to cheating and lying or stealing. Maybe you caught this person doing it. Maybe not indirectly, but in some ways you already know they did some of this lying, cheating, or stealing your time, wasting your time. If you're like, if you don't really want to be with me, why are you with me? you know that's stupid. A woman's time is very precious. We go by a totally different system than men do. Anyway, so the Seven of Swords is like, it's like, it's just the energy as of accepting the truth, and it's like, even if somebody was like, let's say they confessed and admitted all this stuff, but did they really change? Did they just say it because they think if they admitted it now all of a sudden that makes them merit? They'd only give them merit if they changed. If like so if they broke all these, you guys all have all these trust issues because the Seven of Swords in reverse. So first of all, the Seven of Swords upright is your cheater, stealer, liar, right? In the reverse, it can go somebody who is trying to come clean and turn a new leaf with you, or or now they become a serial cheater, a serial liar. Like now it's just too much. All right. So that's what the cards are telling about the breakup. Something about, you already have the facts. They already told you. You already know some things about their shady stuff. Or even if this person did come clean with you, have they really changed? Or did the person just get worse? Okay. And then, so we have how many cards? Where are we at? We at one, two, and three. So at number four. Okay. So what truth have you not accepted? All right. About this person or the connection. And we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. So the truth can be, and I'll give it to you in two ways. The truth can be, maybe for some of you, this is what bugs you. Okay. Is that, yes, this ended and they're fucking happy. They're happy without you now. I'm like, bitch. They're like thriving. They're freaking happy. They're getting like, they're just having lucky moments after lucky moments. It's like, how'd that happen? I'm sitting here struggling. or or the other thing about this can talk about the truth that you haven't accepted regarding this connection or this person is that maybe you are actually happier in a good place, in a more solid place without this person. And some of you, that goes against all the society expectations, your parents' expectation that you should be in a relationship. But for some of you, you actually right now, like, like, if you're honest, like, what is the worst thing single? Is it really that bad? Is it really that awful? All right. So we have what do we have so far? We have Pisces, Aquarius, all fire, all air. And then let's go to the final question here. What is your advice to help you find peace, accept, or to heal so you can heal? We have the hangman, and this is a Pisces major arcana card. So it's like, so what the advice is this? So let me first give you the backstory of the card so you can understand this better. So when I just throw out some key terms, you understand where I'm coming from. So the story of the hangman back in the day in Italy is back into like what 1600s, 1700s. In Italy, if a person got accused of a crime, they were hung upside down on a board on a tree. Okay. And back then they didn't have like our legal system. You're innocent to proven guilty. So this hangman is on this tree upside down, and this is like I was falsely accused. And there's no action I can take because I'm hung upside down, nailed to this tree, nailed to this post. But the only thing this person can do, the only freedom they can exercise at this time is that they can be mindful of what they're thinking, how they're thinking about the situation. Because you can sit there in negativity and that'll just eat you up and eat you up more, right? Or you can surrender trying to control the situation. All right. You're already in a bad place. There's nothing you really can do. All right. If there's really nothing you can do, then accept that. Now, the only thing you can do is change your thoughts about the situation. You can choose in every moment, are you going to entertain the negative aspect of it or the positive? And just imagine this poor guy got wrongly accused as being hung upside down, and that's how he has to, like, I don't know, who knows back in the day how considerate they were to the criminals. They probably just let the person hang there and starve to death. I don't know. I don't know how. So it's like, this is my fate. This is how things are. So you can choose how you're going to view the situation. All right. And that maybe will help you understand that sometimes, the answers are not clear. Sometimes the answers are not fair. They just aren't, you know, but it's not what happens to you. It's always about how you handle it. How are you handling this? Are you letting it defeat you? Are you letting it rob you of your power? Are you allowing this to make you miserable? Or even worse, are you taking it personally where your self-esteem and now you're feeling insecure because somebody wasn't really into getting in relationships anyway? It was nothing even personal about you. They're not wanting something serious with you. It was nothing even personal. That's just how the person was. Now, if like next time you see them in a relationship, that's just fucking weird, coincidence. That's just life fucking with you. I mean, because the King of Wands, whether they're male, female, is a player energy. Yeah. Do sometimes players get caught off guard and fall in love with people? Yeah, but very rarely. They didn't intend that to happen. So my point is, it's nothing personal against you. And yeah, if they did find somebody after you like that, again, I wouldn't take it personally. Okay. It's just sometimes not everybody's meant to be in your life forever. All right. So the signs we have here is Pisces, Pisces, Aquarius, all fire, all air. All right. Very good. All right. Six down, people. All right. Now it's all downhill. We're going to Scorpio. All right. Let's show you pick up some steam here. All right. Let me like get the cards. Let's like wash off the negativity. Let's cleanse these deck here. Yeah, let's cleanse it. All right. All right, perfect. Okay. Hello, if you're just coming in, put your sign or signs you're here for. And we're now going to Scorpio. All right. Scorpio is like A very Scorpio, when they like when they love somebody, like somebody, and they're like they get really they're it's all in or nothing energy. It's like all in or nothing. And they're so focused on that one person, but except when Scorpio's in their shadow energy, then they can kind of act in negative ways. Uh, yeah, definitely. My Scorpio's in my Venus, and definitely, I'm like I have those traits of a Scorpio when I'm in a connection. All right, give me 5 cards, Scorpio. All right, we have 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups almost came out, but didn't. All right, let's see if it'll come out. No, no. What do we got? 8 of Swords in reverse. I like the 8 of Swords in reverse. 4 of Cups. Okay. Meh, 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 meh. All right. And then let's see what else. If you're enjoying this reading, let me know. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Oh, I need 5 more subscribers to get to 900. 5 more subscribers. That'll help me out. I really would appreciate that. Hitting a milestone. And I have 900 subscribers. All right. That's a big deal for me. All right. Especially when I felt like I had to earn every single subscriber per video. All right. We have the lovers now showing up here for Scorpio. I'm not shocked that we have the lovers here. All right. This is like soulmate energy, a deep spiritual connection. What else? Give me one more card, just one more for Scorpio. All right. Scorpio's oversoul. All right. Perfect. Page of Cups came out in reverse. These are shuffled upright, but reverse has come out. I will take it. All right. I read it both ways. I can read it any which way. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles in the shadow. All right. Work. Focus on work. Building something or trying to refine a skill or talent. All right. Is in your shadow. All right. Some of you could be hiding. Some of you could be hiding through your career or work. Hiding. I'm not. I don't care about my love right now. I am worried about my career or my finances more so. Using that as an excuse so you don't have to date or be in a connection. All right. What kind of energy are you showing up, Scorpio, regarding this situation? How is this? What kind of energy are you coming in? 7 of Wands. All right. So this is like, all right. Well, this could go a couple ways. So Scorpio, this is definitely you're guarded. All right. This is like somebody caught me off without my guard on. And they broke my heart. So now I'm gonna make sure I'm really guarded. Because I'm not gonna get caught off again. I'm not gonna get caught off guard again. Yeah, somebody accidentally got into my heart and they stole it and then they shitted on it. Oh, oh. Poor Scorpio. Now, this could also be the energy. 7 of Wands is like, I'm in a good place right now. And I don't want to just let any idiot in my energy because I don't want any emotional upheaval or craziness to throw me off my balance. All right. I'm trying to control my situation. I'm trying to control my environment. So I don't want to feel out of control. All right. So this is trying to keep control or this is being guarded. Okay. So let's find out. Now, what do you need to know about why? What happened? Why did this breakup happen? Eight of Swords in reverse. Actually, I like the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is more of an empowerment energy, Scorpio. And all right, looking at your cards. All right, all right. So, anyways, this is like somebody could have felt like stuck, like just the connection was never growing. It was never expanding. It was like you. It was like, let's say you dated for 9 months. 9 months later, it's still the same as it was as the first week. Like not much like it did like not much really changed. You know what I mean? Like the intensity or like you would think by now I'm a girlfriend or I'm a boyfriend, but apparently I'm just Bob or Mary Joe. You know, I'm just a Mary Joe or a Bob's though. Nobody special. So this is like this is also like the energy of this person always made me second guess myself. They always like made me feel like they always affected they always made me feel insecure. Never said I was pretty, or if I said, don't you think I'm pretty? Maybe they would throw a statement at you like something like, well, yeah, but there's always somebody better looking than you. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Like, but that's not what we're talking about. Thanks for that. That'd be like a total a-hole answer. But anyway, this is like, you know what? I am not somebody's pet. I'm not going to be caged up and let them toy with me. You know, like like I'm only allowed out of the cage when they want to play or when they got time or when they're bored. Fuck this shit. I am not tying myself down. I am not sitting in this energy, always second guessing myself because, they never professed their feelings for me. They never really go the extra mile with me in any way to make me feel secure, or this connection never grows or expands. So F that. It's like I'm taking back my power and yeah, I'm nobody's bitch. I don't need anybody to save how. I'm not gonna be dependent on you. I'm not gonna allow my worth to be dependent on you validating my worth or not. I don't need you to validate shit. I will validate my worth. Thank you very much. All right. So we have here Gemini, Leo's energy. And then so the next question then it says, okay, so what do you need to know in order to get closure here? All right, we have the four of cups. All right, what does this mean for that? All right, so the four of cups is like this energy, you know, I just feel like so the four cups, the story behind the four cups is that it's being offered a cup. And this person's like, MEH, like, man, it's not good enough. I don't like it. It's not right. You're not, something about it doesn't feel right. It's not good enough. It's not big enough. It's not loyal enough. It's not something, you know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't want it. And so you're not giving it right. Something's not good enough about it. It's not sincere. It's not a show of an affection. You're just giving me a cup. It's like if you've been dating somebody for 2 years and you're expecting to get engaged and you would expect to get something like jewelry or something like of the expressing their feelings for you, and they bought you silverware. Like, what the F? Um, okay. Like, like that's just like such a big disconnect. So this person's like, you know, I can't accept. Yeah, I don't feel satisfied in this. I don't feel like I'm being valued. I don't feel like I'm being taken for granted. I feel like I'm not being appreciated. So this becomes a missed opportunity. But it's like it's not because it's a missed opportunity because you were doing anything wrong per se. You had some standards, and this person just wasn't giving things the right way or wasn't really investing in what they were given to you, and you felt something was off about it, and you just couldn't ignore the bullshit about it. You couldn't ignore that this is missing the feelings, energy, emotion to this. You're offering me a relationship, but you never say you love me. You don't even think I'm pretty enough. I don't know why. It just sounds like insincere, or you're just saying something to just keep me, around or something. Enough just to keep me around, but not making me happy. So just realizing this person wasn't really giving you anything that you could feel satisfied or secure about. Again, it's not anything you were doing. Sometimes people just don't know how to express themselves in the right way, you know? Me, I'm not even saying they didn't have the emotions. They probably did have the emotions, but just didn't know how to express it right. And that can cause disconnection. That can still piss somebody off. That can still frustrate somebody. Like, why is it so hard for you to show me you love me or want me? Why is it so freaking hard? I don't get it. This is the energy of feeling frustrated, feeling annoyed, feeling left out, even feeling bored. This is freaking boring, man. All right. It's like, you can only beat a dead horse for so long till it doesn't become fun anymore. It's never fun. It's like, all right. So stop beating a dead horse. There was nothing you could gain out of that. All right, and then let's go to the next question. All right. What truth haven't you accepted yet? All right, the lovers. All right. So this is the energy that we have clarified the lovers with the page of wands. Okay. So the lovers can be a very like, yeah, this is my person. There's mutual physical attraction. We have good sex. It's like, yeah, sometimes we're on the same page, but something is like off about this a little bit. Um Now, the Lover's card is technically a card of choice, a decision here. And it's like, does your heart and mind line up together when it comes to making a decision about this person? Meaning, for instance, somebody might be like, yeah, I love them, but I know that they're not good for me. So that means you're not in alignment with your heart and your mind, Or I love them, but I think sometimes they lie to me or use me or whatever your thing is, right? That doesn't sound like a heart and mind that's in 100% in cahoots with this decision. So, and then we have the page of wands clarifying the lovers, and the page of wands is my little horn dog card. This is somebody very This is like there's a lot of messaging going on, texting. It could be like even what is it, texting. This is page of wands is something curious, fun, keeping it light, showing interest in you. I'm taking a risk with you, seeing where things go. This isn't somebody being serious. This isn't somebody thinking about the future. This isn't somebody trying to invest in anything. This is somebody being playful, flirty. I'm kind of horny right now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. It's like immature. This is just like more, because the page is they may have the fire for you, but when these fire signs have these torches, fire is a very fickle thing. To keep a fire constantly burning, you know, it's hard. So this is like a very fickle energy. Like they can come in all hot and heavy. Like this could be like a weekend boyfriend, a weekend girlfriend, and then when Monday comes, they disappear all week. Friday comes, now they're calling you again. You see what I'm saying? This is not this is not somebody reliable. This is not consistent energy. This is not somebody you can depend on. All right. So that's the truth in that. And then what is the advice to help you make peace or make sense to heal? All right. So we have the page of wands. I mean the page of cups. Page of cups in reverse. And this could be a water sign. We have all fire, all water. I'll tell you the signs after I'm done. So, all right. So the page of cups in reverse. This is somebody that needs to apologize but doesn't. This is somebody that is a hoe bag. All right. This is somebody that is very immature regarding emotions. Um, Immaturity all the way. Like I said, this is like just somebody who's very promiscuous, a slut, a hoe. So, sometimes people are just, that's who they are. It's not necessarily they're a hoe because they're trying to hurt your feelings. Sometimes just some people like have loose morals and ethics regarding, sexual contact. I don't know. I think you need to look at the overall energy of a person. I don't Are they really were trying to be evil with you, or maybe that's just how they were and you weren't trying to really see it for what they were. Maybe this person is just immature when it comes to commitment and things like that, that they, you know, haven't really matured in that. Or maybe it's you. This could be your energy. Maybe you are not even that mature when it comes to loving relationships. So if that's the case, examine that. Are you showing up like somebody immature that you don't know how to handle? That if somebody pisses you off, you go cheat on them? Or if your person doesn't give you attention, you go and sleep with other people to get attention. I mean, that is so immature though. So I think this is really talking about your energy than the other person's energy, to be honest. So I feel like I'm calling a Scorpio out here. But only take what resonates. If it doesn't, then don't take it as that, okay? Just take what is resonating with you. So either they were this or you, okay? And the signs we have here. And then just be honest. Maybe I'm not so mature as I thought I was. So if I act immature, yeah, I'm not gonna have the most healthiest connections. All right. We got all water, all fire, Gemini, more Gemini, Cancer, and Leo's energy. Okay. It could be any sign. All right. Seven down, five more to go. All right, let's go to Sagittarius. And by the way, I'm coming out with a Sagittarius reading soon. I just did Sagittarius monthly. And so I'm doing a new style technique reading where I'm using my AI, my all the old school techniques, everything to come to a very advanced level reading. You know, this is not like I'm just going by some memory of keywords or making shit up. This is really advanced reading. This readings are going to be so advanced that the messages are going to should be profound, because that's what my experience is. When I read to myself, they're like very deep readings, and the messages are life changing. What comes out of them, they change me. Like, so I just want to share that energy with people. I just think that would be like finally getting a reading that is intellectually motivated, not just hype, not just like, oh, based on what I can remember. Remember this keyword, that keyword, and try to make shit up. Not that I do that. I'm just saying I've seen other tarot readers do that. So this is definitely, you know, getting AI to we're bouncing off of each other, coming to the best conclusion what the reading is trying to say. All right. Superior advanced readings. Yeah, those are going to be really profound. Hopefully, that's will be your experience with that. Sagittarius, the centaurs, the world travelers, the truth seekers of the zodiac. Sagittarius would be the ones that argue with Socrates, that would tell Plato, "You're full of shit." All right, Sagittarius, give me 5 cards, please. All right, we got how many so far? We have here the world in reverse, the chariot, 6 of cups, and the king of pentacles. All right, one more. My Sagittarius, the only sign, not really the only sign anymore, only sign to be looking upward. Actually, Pisces has 2 fishes, and one of the fishes looks upward because they're trying to escape the real world. But technically, the only sign to be looking upward and the only sign to have a weapon. All right. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on here. All right, and don't forget, you may also resonate with the collective. All right, so stay tuned for the collective. All right. All right. Eight of Pentacles was the 5th card out. All right. What other card we got? We also got the Ace of Cups. All right. I'll keep that out. It came out. I'll take it. So 5 of Cups is in the shadow. Where's my 5 of Cups? 5 of Cups is in the shadow. 5 of Cups is like heartache, heartbreak. It's like you felt like you lost something. It's a card of regrets, drinking your problems away, drinking because you feel like you fucked something up. You said or did something you shouldn't have. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Kind of thing. All right. So that's in the shadow. All right, let's go. Let's start your reading. So, Sagittarius, what kind of energy are you in regarding all this breakup, closure, ghosted? So you're showing up in this energy of the world reversed. And this is like the world reversed is like you know, there's like unfinished business that so some of you may be actually thinking about, reconnecting with a past person you already know. Or just things left or things were ended where there was never really closure. And you honestly just things just they just walked away and you never really got what the fuck happened here. Or they ghosted you and you're like, what did I even say or do? I don't even know, man. I'm like, I honestly don't know. I keep wrecking my brain and I cannot figure out what possibly could I have said or done to make this person just act like that. Um the world in reverse also talks about feeling unsatisfied. It's a card of being in self doubt, not feeling whole, not feeling whole. Yeah, you feel like a piece is missing, or you don't feel like whole as a person, or you feel like your life is not whole, like somebody's missing. Okay. This is also the energy, Sagittarius, that you feel like, I want to get married. I want to have kids. I have this vision of what I want to get married. I want to have a life partner. I want a family, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like I'll ever have that. I just don't. And it's like, if I look at everything that happened in the past, if some people say past is the indicator of your future, then shit, I'm fucked. All right. But not everybody believes that. Not everybody believes that your past is your future indicator. I definitely don't. All right. It's just been proven by science that your memory is not even accurate half the time. All right, anyways. It's not even your memory. But anyways, I digress off that topic. So let's find out, Sagittarius, what do you need to know in order to get first of all, why did this breakup happen? We have the chariot. Okay, so why did this breakup happen? Because I'll tell you why. The chariot was like, yeah, things may have been going fast, but it's like going full speed with no emotions, no feelings, not relating emotionally to one another. This is like dealing with a control freak emotion. This is like the chariot is the energy of somebody that's more concerned with the destination of where the connection is going, where the situationship is going, than trying to connect with you on a deep um, emotional level. This is definitely a very ambitious, driven energy. Um, yeah, so much so that this is like also like somebody very controlling needs to control things like um it's just the person, like let's say somebody wants to get married, right? So if they show up in this chariot energy, they don't even care if you guys love each other. They're like, oh, they're worried about, are we gonna get married one day? If so, when are we gonna get married? Because I just want to know if we are gonna get married ever. They don't really even care if you guys even talk. That it's like, are we gonna get married? I'm being a little bit facetious, but you know what I mean. It's like that kind of energy. All right. Let's go to the next question. And then, so what do you need to know in order to get closure here? We have the Six of Cups. All right. So you may still, miss this person from your past or the recently, the one that broke your heart. You still might miss this person. And you probably do think about them a lot. And you know what the thing is? You know what's really shitty is like, like when somebody breaks up with you, it's like the brain tends to forget all the bad shit they did. And like we glorify their good things they done. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know why the brain does that, but it's kind of fucked up. Well, I know why the brain does that because it's trying to we need to procreate, and if we always remembered every every shit somebody did to us, yeah, we'd be less likely to you know have sex with them again. But anyways, so that's what I believe. All right. But anyways, Six of Cups. So yeah, you're definitely sentimental. You're in this melancholy energy. You miss this person. They might have been really sweet when they were sweet, kind, giving. I'm sure they had some good attributes, no doubt. But there was a reason why things didn't work out, you know? And it's like, but here what the card is saying, all right, so you can get closure and to move on from this, is that to learn the lesson the person taught you. Like, let's say, even if the lesson is something like this, if you don't, there's no lesson really speaking to you from the situation, then just look at it in this perspective. However long you were with this person, you got to experience a thing with them for that long. And that was an experience. And that was an unusual experience you'll probably never ever have again because nobody's the same. Everybody's different. So you can never have that same experience again. So they gave you a different experience. Was it always roses and unicorns? Probably not. But you know what? It doesn't have to be. Just enjoy the good moments, but don't deny and don't forget that there were also bad moments here. You can miss them and you can sure reflect on them, but don't glorify them. Don't let your brain do that. And you know what? This past person may actually is a karmic, meaning if you still have unfinished business with this past person, they may still benefit you in some way in your future or in your current situation. So it's gonna differ from everybody. Like I still do work with my ex and he does benefit me. So right now, I'm in a position where I need what he does and he needs me for what I do and kind of helping each other out. And that's helping us both right now. And it's like, okay, cool. And while I'm hanging out with him, because I used to glorify when we were broken up, like what a great boyfriend he was. And then now I'm actually, he reminded me like how horrible he really was. So it's like, and it's kind of actually helping me to heal. Sometimes just reconnecting with the past person helps you to remember. Like, just don't always go right away. I need to get back with this person. Yeah, reconnect with them, talk with them, hang out with them. Don't always need to go back with them or, pick up from where you left off. Sometimes there's just, they're here to help you in other ways that you are not even privy to right now. You may not even fathom how would that be. All right. So if this person is still in your energy, there may be a reason in your energy. Maybe they're gonna still pop up in some way or help you in your future in some way that you don't even know how. If they do, great. If not, no worries. It's okay to miss somebody. But just remember, don't let your mind forget the bad shit they did. Okay. Because the brain loves to do that. All right. So next thing, what truth have you not accepted about this person or the connection? So we have the King of Pentacles. Now, whether they're a male or female, now, if this is a person in this energy of the King of Pentacles, this is somebody, they're showing up as a businessman, businesswoman. This is somebody focused on their career. This is somebody focused on their money. Sometimes so much so that they could show up like a workaholic or that they're always busy working. Like that their work is their number one priority. You come number two or number three. Um, Something like that. But this is also the energy. What truth have you not? Yeah, this person may have provided you stability. That's okay. Let's be honest. Maybe this person provided you stability. Maybe they were a good provider. Maybe they were gave you security. Okay, cool. All that could be true. But it also all that could be true that, yeah, they gave you stability, security, and they were a good provider, but there was also things that they weren't so good at, right? Both can be true at the same time. So you don't have to totally, the person doesn't have to be 100% evil, just to be an ex. They still can have some good qualities about themselves. All right. If this person is in their shadow, then it would be say they're very selfish and they're focused so much on their money or career. But this is not showing me it's in their shadow. It just showing me this person is like, somebody who achieved a lot in their career, in their finances, or is on their way of achieving a lot. Okay. So sometimes that's the truth. Oh, there's some chaos going on outside. It's kind of creepy. All right. But anyways, yeah, yeah, not always. It's so easy to hate somebody that's doing badly or it's like a loser or or was totally evil to us. There's some kind of fighting going on outside. Damn it. My front door is open. Anyways, so yeah, sometimes it's just that's the truth. And it's harder to get over somebody when they have such good qualities, right? But yeah, like I said, don't forget there's a reason why they're your ex. And maybe this person really didn't love you the way you deserved. Okay, let's not gloss over that. And if somebody's not in the right place financially or career wise, then sometimes people feel like if they're not in the right place financially, career wise, that they really. I know. I'm gonna go shut my door. Hold on, I'll be right back, you guys. It's freaking me out. Thank you, Kimberly, for telling me that. Hold on. Oh shit. It's like too creepy. Okay. All right, here I am. I'm back. All right. Let's see, where's the thing? Okay. Anyways, so then let's go to the next question. So yeah, sometimes that's not always like they're a loser and they suck. Sometimes they have good shit going on about them, and that can make it harder to get over them. And that's the truth. All right. So what's the advice? You have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is just going to be something you're gonna. It's a work in progress. Something you got to work at. Make peace with it. Accept it as what it is. Don't see it as a life verdict. Don't make it a judgment call on yourself. By the way, you did have the judgment card in the. Oh yeah, the world card. Okay, so never mind. Um, so yeah, don't make it a judgment call on your value or on your worth. And some of you right now, if you are single, this is a great time to invest into hobbies or work. Right now, if you got extra time, because that's what I do when I'm not really dating, is like I time to make more money. Shit, go do some things you can do when you're single. Start a new business, start a project, get some things going, you know and that's going to be the best thing for you, being productive, as it will help with your self-esteem. It will get with them back in the flow of things, especially if your self-esteem took a hit through all this. All right. And by the way, Sagittarius, you do have the Ace of Cups. It did come out, and I do see new love coming in your energy. And if you do want a past person back, you got the Ace of Cups. That can definitely mean also reconciliation energy. But some things are just meant in the past. But each just have a different story. If you still feel like you guys can work it out, then who am I to say don't? All right. Everybody's situation is different. But if they make you happy and you're feeling good about it, do what makes you happy. Don't settle. Don't settle too much. Don't settle with your happiness. That's the thing. Don't settle with your happiness. You can settle. That's fine. Just don't settle with your happiness. All right, there you go. So the signs we have here: Cancer, Virgo, All Earth, Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn. But of course, it could be any sign. All right, Sagittarius. That was creepy because I was picking up, they were slamming their car doors. I heard yelling. Um, I don't know. It's usually a quiet area. So when people are acting like that, it's like, what is going on? I'm sure some kind of alcohol is involved. I'm assuming. Okay, Capricorn. All right, let's do this. All right, I'm going to try to pick this up a little bit. Okay. All right, we're going. I didn't realize this was going to be so long here. All right. Next Friday won't be this long. This was just a new format, and gotta revise. I gotta revise my format. All right, here we go. It's a lot of information. I don't think you guys have that kind of attention span. That's fine. No worries. This is just tarot. Let's have fun with it. All right, Capricorn. All right, starting Capricorn at 133 minutes and 18 seconds. Capricorn at 133 minutes and 18 seconds. Where is that piece of paper at? Oops, sorry. All right. Let me just write this down. Capricorn. So 133, 18. Okay, perfect. All right. So then we go. I need 5 cards from Capricorn. All right, let's do it. All right. Capricorn, what you got going on? All right. Give me 5 cards for the sea goats. Meh, my little sea goats. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do we got here? I think we got four. Let's see. We have Ace of Cups. Wow. Knight of Wands. Holy moly. Eight of Pentacles. Then we have Three of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. This, whoa. I don't know how I'm going to get bad stuff out of this one. They're like all good cards. All right. Well, not every reading is like negative like that. Okay. I think Capricorn, you might be the exception to the night. We'll find out. All right. Yeah, we will find out, won't we? All right. All right. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Capricorn, what kind of energy are you in? Okay. Regarding this situation. Well, it looks like you're open with your heart and you are ready to like give your heart. You're ready to be honest with your heart, open with your heart, and you're ready. You're receptive. You're giving and receptive. Okay. I like that. That's a very healthy disposition to be in. So I don't see you being guarded. I don't see you like being cautious. I don't see you still mourning a past person. It's not showing up that way with the Ace of Cups. You're ready. Now, of course, Ace of Cups can be reconnecting with a past person, but it's technically really it's about a new energy. New energy. All right. I'm being very liberal when I say it could be about reconnecting with the past person, but it's technically new. Aces are new beginnings, new. All right. Anyway, you're feeling happy. You're feeling pretty good. Joyous energy. Okay. You got good thoughts around love, feeling good, looking good. All right. So let's find out. Why did this breakup happen? Is that the question? Why did this breakup happen? Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is this energy that like somebody's very attracted to you. This is somebody very sexually motivated. This isn't somebody trying to connect with somebody emotionally. This isn't somebody trying to be serious. This is not the Knight of Wands is not the energy you're gonna want when you see commitment, going for marriage, getting something secure. This is not somebody you can rely on. This is like a weekend boyfriend, weekend girlfriend energy. When Monday comes, they disappear, or they show up for a couple days and then you don't see them for like a few days. They pop up, pop out. They come in hot, heavy, and then and then nothing for a couple days. Very inconsistent energy. All right, so this is like how this person's energy is. This is how they're showing up. This is not somebody trying to be consistent. This is not somebody trying to be dependable or you can rely on them. All right. And a lot of these readings keep pointing out it's not like any of you guys did anything wrong. It's a lot of these people is that's their personalities, how their attitudes or personalities to love and relationships are that causes a lot of these connections not to go well. If you are not a person that you don't keep your word, your word is the only thing you really have. If you cannot even keep your word when you say you're going to do something or you're going to call or we're going to do stuff and you just flake out, yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a um strong deep commitment in that. How could you? You can't rely on that. All right, anyways. So then let's go to the next question. We see, all right, what do you need to know to get closure here? Eight of Pentacles. All right. You, Capricorn, you are the architect of the zodiac. You guys are the builders. You need somebody that can build with you. All right. Like you need somebody that comes in with a pentacle, something practical. They're offering something practical and tangible that you can build on. You know, if they're not even offering anything that you can build on, then Capricorn's like, what do I do with this? You know, I need something practical, tangible that I can work on or build on. If they're not even offering, what are you going to do? That's just how you guys are. It's not even needing to be this lovey-dovey energy or this sexual crazed, oh, yeah, I mean, like, intense, passion sex 24/7, or, lovey-dovey, I need to be swept off my feet and with I love yous and blowing kisses all day long at me. That's not Capricorn. Capricorn, are you practical? Are you like, can you show up even when things are not so good? Are you dependable? Do you run just because things get heated? You know, so Capricorn needs something that's practical, has something tangible and practical to offer. All right. And then what's the truth that you have not accepted? And then this is the Three of Cups energy. So, Three of Cups is like, yeah, we enjoy each other's time, but this is a very casual energy. This is not somebody like thinking lifelong. This is not somebody taking this seriously or even trying to invest long term into this. This is like, I enjoy hanging out with you. It's fun, it's great. That's pretty much it. It's even like it could be even friendship energy, we're like friends when we get together. We love doing the same things, we like hanging out. But it's a very casual, like it's like happy, happy, joy energy. When shit hits the fan, when something real happens, they're not there. They don't see it, it's their job to be there for you. This is like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to enjoy. I'm just trying to enjoy something with you. That's it. Nothing more. All right. So just by understanding that if they're not really seriously invested, how would you have a serious connection with this? How could you have something serious if their intentions are never to be serious or they're not even thinking that way? You know? All right. And then what's the advice to help you make peace or make sense or to heal from this? All right. So we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So, like the 10 of Pentacles is like, to understand, first of all, that you are not alone. There is like family, friends, neighbors. There's always some kind of support you can find or get. Even your ancestors or people that passed on are still with you in spirit. Even you have spirit guides and guardian angels that are rooting for you. So you're never really alone. You're always being supported in some way. And this is the energy that, you can have this, you can still have a strong foundation, still feel secure, still feel safe, still feel stable just with what you have. You don't need another person to validate your stability. You don't even need another person to validate your worth. Don't base your worth on somebody else. Don't base your worth on an external thing, people, places, or thing. You are the only one that can ever validate your own worth. And as long as you keep it that way, then nobody can ever rock your foundation. Um, yeah, because the devil is always needing outside validation. It's their self-worth is based on circumstantial things, money, fame, people, places, things. And those things never last long, and those are always fickle anyways. So it's like, don't give your power away. You can still feel safe and secure on your own. Just, you know, and if a person comes in, great. Then you have something to offer because you're already stable and secure. Don't try to look for stability and security in somebody else, is what the advice is. Okay. You can have this without needing somebody to offer that or supply that. You need to start believing that you can. All right. And the signs we have here is Virgo, Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But of course, it could be any sign. All right. So that was for Capricorn. All right. Very cool. All right. Aquarius. We're down to Aquarius. Aquarius is associated with the planet Uranus. And Aquarius is the rebellious zodiac sign. Yes, the rebels. Okay. So let's see, Aquarius, what cards got to say for you. What, Kimberly? I know you're a Capricorn. I know you're ready for a new relationship. You've been transforming a lot. For which one? You said help the group if you want me to. Which group? This group or the other? You mean to be a monitor, to be a chat monitor? Yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be great. If you can, I'll call out the timelines and you can put down. Yeah, I'll call it. Okay, so I'm starting Aquarius, so you can start doing it now. So you would write down 146 minutes and what is it? So write down actually 147 minutes and 00 seconds. So 147. So it'd be 1 hour and 46 minutes Aquarius. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Kimberly and Mayberry for offering to write in the chat the time frames for signs. So that way other people come in, they can find, the sign. Yeah, so that was 1 hour and 47 minutes for Aquarius. Okay. If this is resonating, y'all, hit that like, subscribe, say hi in the chat. Let me know what sign you're here for, if you like. And then if you can even write a comment after the video ends, I would love that. Tell me if anything resonated, if you enjoyed it, didn't enjoy it. All right. Yeah, no, so Kimberly, you're right. Okay, so you would have to write it like this. Let me show you. All right. So you would write it, the time frame would be like this. It'd be 1 hour, 47 minutes, 0 seconds. Okay. Can you see that? So write the time and then next to it, write Aquarius, please. I know. We'll take a look after the reading to see where your energy's at. Okay, so Aquarius is 1 hour and 47 minutes in. Let me write this down. So yeah, if you don't mind rewriting it like that would help me out a lot. So 1 hour, 47 minutes and 0 seconds for Aquarius. Okay, perfect. All right, Aquarius. I need 5 cards from you. Let's see what's going on in your energy right now. So you would write 1:47:00 Aquarius. That's a 47. 1:47:00. Thank you. Perfect. That works too. All right, awesome. All right, shout outs to Kimberly and Mayberry putting the timelines in the chat. Very much appreciated. All right, Aquarius, let's do this. I just wanted to mix up these cards really well. 2 incense sticks already burned down. These ones go by so fast. I gotta buy those really long ones. They like take like 8 hours. All right, let's do this. All right. Hello, if you're just coming in, we're at Aquarius. All right. All right, let's see what we got for Aquarius. All right. Hello. Then Pisces and Aries and collective. Don't forget, you still can catch you in collective. All right, give me 5 cards for Aquarius. Let's do this faster, faster. All right. All right, what do we got? We got Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Temperance. All right, need some more, please. All right, we have Two of Pentacles, and then mm, almost fell, but didn't. All right, there we go. Seven of Wands. All right. So what does this mean? All right. So Aquarius, what kind of energy are you in regarding this situation of closure, breakup, or being ghosted? You're actually in a very positive energy. Ace of Cups. This is like, you're still, open with your emotions, open with your heart. You're ready to receive and you're ready to give. You're like, you know what? I'm not guarded. I'm not jaded. I'm not still stuck on my past. I'm not like, yeah, I'm in this good energy, feeling good, looking good. I'm ready to, you know, give and receive. All right, love it. Then let's find out. So why did this breakup happen? Eight of Pentacles is because Aquarius, it's like pretty much like you are like Capricorn. You need somebody to offer something that's tangible and something practical that you can build on, that you can work on. If they're not offering that, you know, w- if that's your style of love, if you're somebody that's practical oriented, then that's how you're gonna relate to somebody. You don't build on wishful thinking. You can't build on just being wishful thinking. All right, and then we have here, what do you need to know in order to get closure? We have the Temperance. The Temperance is like, it's an energy of like to like moderation. Just don't take too long to heal, but don't try to go too fast in healing. You can always give yourself a timeline, of like, all right, I'm only gonna cry for like 3 months about this and then I'm done. Or some people say 3 days, 2 weeks, whatever your time frame is, and then cut it off. But the best thing here to do is to spread out your energy equally to things. Don't just keep thinking about this situation 24/7. Go have some fun. Go hang out with your family. Go do a hobby. Go work out. Just get your energy to all things equally. Make sure this is not like this thing gets your energy 90% and then the rest that you give 10%. If you just balance out your energy, then you'll naturally just get caught up in life. And then, your focus will be distracted most of the time on other things. So you won't even have time to think about this or dwell on it. And then we have here, what truth have you not accepted? So you can heal. Two of Pentacles. That, that this person probably, had a lot of things going on. You probably felt juggled. You probably felt like they were juggling you anyways. Like this person had a lot of things going on, or they had a lot of things up in the air. Like this connection was always up in the air, never giving any definite answers, never definite goals. Like, okay, so when are we gonna get engaged? Sometime in the near future. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Oh, okay. And well, we've been dating for 2 years. So anything still got any time frame? I'm not feeling it right now. Stop pressuring me. It's like, okay, what can you do with that? You're just feeling like you're being juggled like any other priority, not taken seriously. Too much uncertainty revolving the situation. So how can you feel secure? How can you feel stable in this connection? So that wasn't something really stable for you anyway. And then number five, it says, what's the advice um to help you make peace, make sense, or to heal from this? And the Seven of Wands energy is saying, you know, You want somebody that will fight for you. You want somebody that is worth fighting for. You want somebody that will level you up. You know, you don't. You're not into like. It's like I want to grow and expand in life. I don't want to shrink. You know, because in order, I don't want to like be with somebody that I have to like always wonder how we going to pay bills because my person doesn't like to work. Yeah, I just want something stable, something that, you know, is not too crazy or wacky, that's going to catch me off guard or cause things to be unstable. Um, and like if I leave, if I'm not around, I want my person to notice. And so what that means for you is that the advice is to know that you deserve somebody like that. That you don't have to tolerate. Go where you're welcomed. Don't go where you're just tolerated. Jesus wasn't welcomed everywhere he went. So the moral of the story is go where you're welcomed and appreciated. And stop going to where you're just being tolerated. You're not going to never find happiness in that. You like when people just act like they're tolerating you. Ew, fuck that. All right. So the signs we have here, Aquarius, we have Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. And of course, it could be any sign. Hmm. Well, that's interesting. All right. Now let's go to Pisces. All right. Yes. If that resonated, Aquarius, hit that like, subscribe. And if you're just coming in, hello. Put your sign that you're here for in the chats. We're now going on to Pisces, and then Aries is after Pisces, and then collective. All right. All right. And then after collective, I'm going to pull a card for Kimberly and Mayberry. And they'll giving her a shout out that she is the monitor for the chat right now. Yeah, if you want to be the monitor, I can make you to monitor if you want to in the future videos. Just let me know when you come in. All right, we can talk about it afterwards. All right, so Pisces, what do I got for you here? All right, mixing these cards up. All right, and then I'm going to need 5 cards on Pisces. All right, and talking Pisces oversoul. All right, what does Pisces need to know at this time, please? 5 cards. The star card almost came out. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Ooh, justice flew out. Yeah, there could be a Pisces that works in the legal system in some way, shape, or form, or has something legal pending right now. All right. We have here 10 of Cups. We have Libra, Pisces for Pisces. All right, come on, let's keep going. We have here the World in reverse, Capricorn's energy. The world is ruled by Saturn, and Capricorn is associated with Saturn. All right. Then we have Tower reversed, the Temperance Angel. All right, that's your 5 cards, but Chariot's here, and we'll take that. Bottom of the deck, Pisces, you have the 4 swords. So in the shadow, talks about feeling stressed, needing to relax, recuperate, maybe doing some meditation, praying, quieting the mind, not obsessively thinking about things, trying to quiet your thoughts. All right. Where's my tea at? All right. So, Pisces, What kind of energy are you showing up right now regarding this closure business, breakup, or you being ghosted? Are you in this negative energy or are you doing okay? All right. So you're in this justice energy. And this is somebody like seeking the truth. This is like I'm trying to be fair. Okay. I'm trying to keep things fair, be fair. This is like I like to treat people right, taking accountability, apologizing if I did something wrong. Or maybe this is somebody you want to come into your energy. All right. This is somebody that acts with integrity and morally, whether somebody's watching them or not. All right. This is somebody that has values. All right. So let's find out. What do you need to know about this breakup? What happened here? We have the 10 of cups. Well, I feel like if somebody wanted kids or a family, I feel like that something about it wasn't being offered, or something about it was an issue. And but the main thing I'm getting from this card is I don't feel like this was something long term, or but even more so something that fulfilled you, that like you, because I feel like there's a Pisces that was looking for their happily ever after, their dream come true connection, their dream come true um relationship. And sometimes Pisces, you guys can be a little bit in the fantastical energy more than the practical. And this is like you're idealizing love, you're idealizing like a relationship, and nobody ever can really measure up to that. All right. So either they weren't really fulfilling you, or you guys didn't have the same values or goals regarding a commitment or relationship. Or the third thing is that you didn't really feel fulfilled or happy in this connection, or they didn't. Okay. Let's go to the next question. All right. What do you need to know about regarding closure? You have the world in reverse. Well, Pisces, you're not going to like this answer. Ooh, there's a storm coming in. Okay. The wind just like came in, like things got knocked out. All right, with the world in the reverse. So Pisces, you're not gonna like the answer, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Okay. It's like, what do you need to have closure? Sometimes life is always not that neat. Sometimes you just cannot get closure about things. And you have to be okay with that. Sometimes you just, not everything is meant to be wrapped up in a nice little package. Some things are left messy, unanswered, open, still open. It's like there is no really closure to offer you in this situation. And so, how do you handle that? By accepting that could be also, so you may not prefer it, but doesn't make it any worse, or it's not, it's not a judgment call. All right. And then the next question is, what truth have you not accepted about this person or relationship? And the tower is in reverse. Um, you haven't really accepted that sometimes, like, you don't want to cause an upheaval. You don't want to cause a tower moment. But sometimes tower moments are a closure, you know. Um, sometimes things have to get messy. Like if you think, oh, if I like act like a ghost and just gradually keep like disappearing from them, they'll like forget about me. That sounds nice in theory, but people aren't not that stupid. You know what I mean? And that may come up even more cruel than just telling somebody, listen, I'm sorry, but I don't see a future with you. So I would like to end things. That's being like, that's giving somebody like respect. And then versus like, oh, I'm going to avoid a tower moment because that can get ugly. And they might just go crazy on me. So I'm just going to like just gradually drift off. Maybe they won't notice. Really? Like that's so like not cool. Sometimes tower are needed. Sometimes at the moment towers don't feel good, but towers are there to serve a purpose. So sometimes you got to let the tower go. You got to let the tower come. They serve a purpose. Okay. And then what is the advice to help you make peace or make sense so you can heal? All right. So we have the temperance angel, and the temperance angel is here saying, you know, in moderation. This is not a race. This isn't a sprint that you don't have to like just moderation, but don't go too slow. Don't drag it out either, but don't be like a speed demon with it either. Be practical. And you can give yourself a time period and then honor that. But the best thing right now is just spread out your energy to other things. If you keep focusing on this, then of course it's going to be on your mind a lot, and it's going to keep activating your emotions about it and your thoughts about it over and over again. So if you just start spreading your energy to your family, to work, and just start doing a whole bunch of other things, then life will happen, and you won't even have time all that time to like to think about it and dwell on things. And then just like just take the lesson or what you learned from it and just evolve it into your future. Take what the lesson you learned and just apply it in the future, and that's the best that you could do from this. And nothing more. That's it. Okay, and know that you have a guardian angel looking over you. All right. And then you also had the chariot Pisces. So the chariot is talking about, I got to say this, for some of you, I see a car in your near future. Maybe a new car, a used car, something about a car in your future. Some of you guys may need a car. Um, there could be something with a car going on. So be careful driving and all that. Okay. For the next 10 days. All right. Yeah, this is very soon. This is actually for the next 10, 14 days. All right. So something about car or travels could be significant next 14 days. All right. And the signs we have for you Pisces were Cancer, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, and Libra. Of course, it could be any sign. All right. And then now let's go to Aries. Holy moly. All right, Aries, we finally got to you. I have Aries moon. All right, let's see what Aries has. Hi, Ebony. How you doing? Okay, so Pisces is being started at 168 minutes. So that'd be 2 hours and 8 minutes and 0 seconds. My hall monitor. Do you hear that, Kimberly? That's 2 hours. So Pisces is, hold on, 2 hours, what was it, 8 minutes? Yeah, 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 0 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we're just no, you that when I know Pisces is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 0 seconds, Kimberly Pisces. Okay, thank you. 8 minutes. You said 20. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it? I'm sorry. Aries, you're right. Aries, you're right. I'm so sorry. So Aries is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 0 seconds. Okay. Yeah, she's right. Aries. That is Aries. Okay. Very good. Yeah, 2 hours and 8 minutes in. Okay, perfect. Hi, Deirdre. How you doing? Kimberly will fix it. All right. She's got it. You'll get the habit of it. All right. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, you'll get the habit of it. You're doing good. All right. All right. Let's see. Aries, we have so far. Ooh, you have the star card, the magician, nine of pentacles. Wow. All right. I haven't seen the star card online, I think. And then you have wow, you got all these cards. I can't take all those. All right, let's put it back in the deck, shuffle, and then pull. That was just too many. You can't do that. I just need three more. I just need two more cards, and they gave me six. That's just way too much. All right, two more cards for Aries. Aries, Aries. God of War. All right. Aries is the god of war, the pioneers of the zodiac, the trendsetters, the babies of the zodiac. Okay. And we have justice and um the Queen of Pentacles. All right, very cool. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So Aries, this is like so fitting for you, the God of War. This is being impulsive, being impatient. Like need it now, 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 now. Right now, right now. All right, that's your shadow energy. Okay. So what kind of energy are you in regarding, getting closure, breakups, ghosting? So Aries, you're actually in this star energy, and this is a card of healing. But it's like I feel like though it's like you've been healing because this is a card of also renewal energy. It's like you have renewal, you have faith again, renewed faith again in love, I feel. It's like you may have been bitter for a little bit, may have been hurt or angry, but I feel that you've got over that and have this renewed faith in love again. All right. It's like you got your fingers crossed and you're like, all right, all right, I hope I get a good one this time. Lucky, 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 lucky me. All right. So let's find out. So why did this breakup happen? So we're in this magician energy, and this is like the magician is about that you know that they feel like you're powerful, like you manifested them. This is also that when the magician shows up, they might have thought that you were playing games with them. Okay. Um, yeah, they may have felt like that you're manipulating their feelings. The magician's also a person that goes with somebody based on what benefits them. If there's something they get out of it, then they'll be with that person. But if there's nothing really out of it, then I'm only gonna be as much as committed to you as much as I can get something out of it. You know? So let's say if you're a millionaire, well, yeah, then I'll marry you. Sure, we'll have $1 million. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, what can I get out of this? And maybe not exactly like that specifically for every Aries, but you get the gist. Okay. Now this could be you, Aries, or the person you're dealing with. All right, let me make that clear. And then what do you need to know about to get closure? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So, and for you to get closure is that okay, there's two things I could say about this. The first thing that this person might just be somebody that likes to be a loner. This is in the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a card of something that's mature, that's thriving, prospering. This is somebody very independent in every sense of the word. They made themselves, they're not needy, they don't rely on other people, they're very self-content. Um, so this might be a person that, not everybody. wants to be in a relationship. Not everybody feels like they need a relationship. Some people feel like they thrive better when they're doing things on their own. Okay. So the other thing is too is that even let's say if this is a person that does want to be in a relationship, but this person is looking for somebody that's also acts independent in a connection. They don't want somebody being codependent. They don't want somebody that where they got to validate them every 2 minutes. Yes, I love you, honey. Of course I appreciate you. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad you keep disrupting me while I'm watching my movie. Yes. Something like that. So this person, like, yeah, I like somebody that is shows up and acts independent in the connection. All right. So, or they just like being single. They thrive better when they're single or so either or. So that's your and that's your answer for closure. So it's nothing that you did anything personally wrong. It just maybe you are the right fit, or again, maybe this person just thrives better being single. Okay. So then the next question is what truth have you not accepted yet regarding this person or connection? The justice. So Aries, the truth is this person does this person really act with integrity and moral when people are not looking? Are they truthful? Or do they just tell you white lies when it's convenient for them? Does this person admit fault, take accountability? Or do they always point the fingers at everybody else? Everybody else is the problem, but they're just heavenly. They're just perfect. So it's like that kind of thing. So the truth is like, well, look at the person that you're dealing with, or is this you? That you don't take accountability, that you always blame other people for things, or you just accuse people even though there is no proof about things. Is it that you tend to lie when it suits you? Or do you attract people like this in? Because maybe you are just relaxed with your standards. All right. And then last question. What's the advice to help you make peace or make sense of the situation so you can heal? And we have here the Queen of Pentacles. And this is like so the queen and the zodiac, the queen and tarot rather, is they manage things. This is a nurturing energy. This is like you nurture yourself, you nurture your environment and you put time, energy, effort into something so you can nurture it. And then we expect if we put time, energy, effort into something that because we're nurturing it, it should grow, it should prosper, right? But, sometimes, sometimes there's like nothing really that you're doing wrong per se. Sometimes it's just not the right fit or it's ran its course. Again, it's not something maybe, you know, I don't see the shadow side in the queen. But, this queen can be something like, smothering. She can be very smothering, like a helicopter person always like always around and, trying to act like they're always needed in some way. But I don't know. I just feel like sometimes balance is the name of the game, keeping things balanced, not trying to nurture something to death, not try to helicopter somebody or smother them, and just letting things be balanced, equal give and take. It's like, I'll match their energy kind of thing. So the advice is like, if you're meeting somebody and they're not putting in effort or little effort or no effort, that's information. If that's how they come in, it doesn't get better from that, people. If they're already starting out shitty in the beginning, that's information. They're already telling you, showing you how they're going to be. So believe it. Don't make excuses for them. Believe it. All right. All right. And the signs we have for you, Aries, is we got Capricorn, Sagittarius, we have Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Virgo again, and Aquarius. But of course, it could be any sign. All right. Now we're doing collective. And collective is at, so that is 2 hours and 19 minutes. Am I reading that correctly? And 40. So make that 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, or is that 3 hours? 178 minutes. I don't know. Hold on. That's 2 hours. I don't even know, Kimberly. Hold on. Let me figure this out. What is it? What does it say? 100 and how many minutes? 180 minutes. All right. 180 divided by 60. So that would be like 2 hours. Wait a minute. So 120. So it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, Kimberly. Collective. So collective is 2 hours and 40 minutes, okay? And 0 seconds. 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 0 seconds. All right, there we go. All right, thank you. Shout out to my time monitor in the chat, Kimberly and Mayberry. All right, for collective. 2 hours and 40 minutes for collective. 2 hours and 40 minutes, sweetie. 2 hours and 40 minutes. You got 2 hours and 19 minutes. All right. All right, collective. Now this is for anybody and everybody, okay? All right, I'm gonna go through this pretty pretty fast. All right, let's do this. All right, if you made it this far, I appreciate you all for being here. And I didn't plan this reading to go this long, so yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. All right, if you enjoyed this reading, you're not going to be this long. This was like a marathon. A lot of information. You can always go back and replay the video. You know, gave you a lot of information here. They're going to be shorter next Friday. Usually they go about an hour, not like 2 hours and 40 minutes. This is really a long one. But all right. This was a new format. I was trying it out. Next Friday is singles and X's. All right. Just FYI for wild card. And then Sunday at 11:45 p.m. is anybody with this situation. How do they feel about you? And where is it really going? Is it going anywhere with this person? All right. And Sundays are really popular. I'm doing Aquarius Sunday morning, and I'm doing the Sagittarius reading using AI and using old school methods, getting the best possible reading, trying to give you a profound message, life changing message. All right. So I'm going to use real definitions, real terms. We'll see if that works out. We'll see if people like that. That's something new being started. All right. So Aquarius monthly, Sunday morning. Subscribe, you'll get your notifications. I don't know when I'm going up yet. Monday is Pisces at 11:45 p.m. Pisces monthly, and Wednesday is Aries monthly. Okay, 11:45 p.m. There you go. All right, here we go. We got Queen of Pentacles, the Death card. All right, what else? We have the Ten of Wands, and then we have here the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Or we can even do the King of Swords. It don't matter. All right, bottom of the deck with the Queen of Wands. This is collective. You're feeling sexy. You're feeling fine. You're looking good. You want somebody just as sexy and somebody that looks just as fine, or at least got some good moves in the bourgeois department, in the bedroom department. A bourgeois. All right. So what energy are you showing up, collective, regarding this ghosting, needing closure, breakup? You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You know, It's like you're showing up as a businessman, businesswoman. You're focused on your career right now. You're single, focusing on your career, focusing on your finances. You're just trying to balance out your home. You're trying to balance out your environment and focusing on your priorities. You're taking care of what you need to, taking care of yourself, and, just giving all that nurturing and care to yourself and to your things right now. Okay, pretty cool. Then we go. So what do you need to know about this breakup? So then we have the death card. That that things change. Whether somebody changes internally or just outside, things have changed, and that causes a disruption in the connection. Maybe somebody get a job promotion, they had got to move out of town, but you can't move because of your job is in town. So circumstances are causing guys to split your energy. It's just sometimes people, grow apart, things change, or you realize that, what, or in my connection, I was with somebody for like 23 years, and as they were getting older, they were getting more bitter, and instead of growing and being more positive or in the right direction, they were going more dark, depressed, bitter kind of thing. And yeah, there was like, I'm not, that's not for me. So I got to protect my happiness. I got to protect my peace because that was affecting my energy. And then, so sometimes, things just run its course, things change. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It may not even mean that they're a bad person. It's not a judgment call. Just that sometimes that's how things roll. All right. And then, so what do you need to know in order to get closure about this person or situationship? The 10 of Wands. So sometimes the closure is that, you know, sometimes we don't want to see things for what they are. And that's kind of a self protection thing. Sometimes we like purposely block our view or stay in denial or we take on a lot of responsibilities and stuff so we don't have to focus on something even though we know deep down inside it's not really good. Just don't want to face things. Sometimes people are comfortable in suffering. Sometimes people are just comfortable in being miserable, you know and it's like, it's not a judgment call. It just you gotta see, is that something you can vibe with? Is that something that's for you? And if it's not, that's information. Doesn't have to be a judgment call like they're a bad person now, or you're not good enough, or something's wrong with you. It's just like, we have different ways of operating, different values. And sometimes for some people, love is hard. Some people are not good at being in relationships. That's information. So, what you do with that information is your responsibility. If you dismiss it, that's on you. You know, believe what people show you, believe what people tell you. They know better than anybody else how they are. If they say I suck at love, don't doubt them. You know what I mean? They're not being modest. No. All right. No, and then the next card is what's the next thing? What is the truth that you're not accepting about them or the relationship? The sun. The sun is like you already seeing things clearly. You may not like the answers, but you're not confused. Nothing is being kept from you. Everything is being illuminated. Things you're seeing things clearly. So it's like, don't argue with the information. It is information. It's whether you take it or you don't. It's not a judgment call on anybody's worth. You don't need to make it any of that kind of thing. All right. You need to see it for what it is and be honest about it. Is it for you? And if it's not, okay, then it's not. It doesn't have to be bad or you don't even put all that judgment call on it. All right. And then we go to What's the advice to help you make peace or make sense with all this stuff? And 10 of Cups is about, you know, you need to you need to take inventory. What makes you happy? What is your happily ever after? What is your dream come true? What does that look like for you? Or what kind of energy is that? How would you be feeling? Would you even know? Would you even recognize it if it bit you in the ass? Um, sometimes we tend to idealize things, but it's like sometimes you need to be practical about it. How would that really look for you in a practical way? Does that mean you're gonna have the best looking person and the richest guy in the world or girl in the world? Probably not. What are you willing to tolerate? What are you not willing to tolerate? And it's like putting your happiness as a priority. Do you guys have the same values concerning family and relationships? If you don't, that's things. You guys are always going to be butting heads. It's not who can be the better persuader or convincer. I Let me convince you to see things my way. It doesn't always work like that. So it's like, do our values align? Do our goals align when it comes to family and relationships? And, am I happy? Do I feel fulfilled? Do you fulfill me in any way? And maybe you need to see that, when you see somebody, if they're coming in already from the get go, giving low effort and they're inconsistent, and you're already not pleased from day one in the beginning of the relationship, things don't normally get better, they get worse. So if things don't start out on a good note, where do you think it's going to go from there? So, just time to be honest and putting your happiness as a priority. You deserve to be happy. Go where you're welcome, not where you're just being tolerated. You can never be happy just by somebody tolerating you, can you? I know I couldn't be. And then the King of Swords is like, you know, the Queen of Swords is about seeing the truth. It's about her truth, right? But the King of Swords is a little bit different. It's about, not needing it to be my truth or anybody's specific truth, but what is the objective truth here? Let's take our emotions out of this. And what is the facts about this? What are the facts say? Are we thriving together? Are we happy together? Let's take the emotions out of it. Do we make each other happy? Are we good for each other? What's the facts here say? And let's just go on that. All right. And then for collective, we have all air. We got Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and all earth. All right, you guys. That was your reading. All right. If that resonated, I'm happy. Yeah, please give some love, and I appreciate all of you for being here. I enjoy doing the reading, but I admit it was a long one. Got a lot of information in that. And if you like this type, well, there's more. Not as long though. All right. So hit that like, subscribe. Thank you for being here. You'll get your notifications when I go up. So after this is Sunday night. Make sure you're here Sunday night, Aries to Pisces. And then Aquarius is Sunday morning monthly. Pisces is Monday night. And Aries monthly Wednesday night, 11:45 p.m. Okay. All right. So Kimberly, you ready, girl? My dog is right at the end of the chair. He's sleeping. We're about to go for a walk. Yeah, we're gonna go walk at like what time is it? 3 in the morning. Holy shit! This was a this was a 4 hour reading. This wasn't a 2 hour reading. This was a 4 hour reading. I started at midnight. So wait a minute. It's a 3 hour reading. Damn. So I think we got the time frames wrong. That was my fault though, Kimberly. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But thank you though for stepping up like that. All right. So you know what, Kimberly, I'm gonna pull 3 cards for you. Do you want it to do you got any specific question you want me to answer? I'm gonna give you a 3 card pull. Do you just want it to be around love or just well, let's just see what happens, not put any label on it, or how do you want it? You want it, do you want it grilled? Do you want it baked, fried? You I don't care. We could do it any which way. You just want me to surprise you? I don't know what happened to my pack of cigarettes. I just went through 2 packs of cigarettes. This was a long freaking reading. Jesus. All right. Now what? See what happens. Okay. Very cool. All right. Let me use my other deck. Where's that other deck at? Right here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. The little guy is at the end right here. He's out like a lamp. He was active all day though. We kept like going outside a lot and hanging out. It was very nice outside today. Beautiful, beautiful weather. 80 degrees, but enough wind where you don't feel hot. It was just gorgeous. And it was like it's just like one of those days that was like too good to be true weather wise. Okay, let's see what comes out for Kimberly and Mayberry. All right. What's going on with Kimberly? So you don't want a future prediction, you just want see what happens, what card just come out. Well, hold on. All right, let's see what's in the current energy. Let's see what's going on here. All right. You got King of Pentacles, a Page of Pentacles. Whoa. All right. And one more card. And a Page of Cups. What? Are these like people? You may have like 3 people showing up in your energy, Kimberly. All right. Okay. If this is not people, I definitely see one person. Okay. That I can honestly say, I definitely feel like this is finally got a person showing up in your reading. And it's the King of Pentacles. You got 2 pages here. You got a Page of Cups and a Page of Pentacles, but they can be messengers. But I definitely see one person here. Okay. And this is King of Pentacles. This could also mean that if this is the energy, then this would be saying that I see your finances being stable. Okay. Or this can even be financially secure, financially stable. This is attaining some kind of career or financial goal. Now, if this is a person coming in, the King of Pentacles, this is my king, because like money and energy, I mean, love and money is the same energy. So this is a king that knows how to commit to things. This is somebody that is reliable. This is somebody consistent. This is somebody, a hard worker. This is somebody that will give you something tangible and practical that you can build together and work on together. Remember in the Capricorn reading, I said, Capricorn, you need somebody that offers you something practical, something tangible. And so you may even have 2 people coming in. This could be somebody younger or just young at heart. And this is somebody offering a little pentacle, but it's still offering you something tangible and practical. And then you got a king that is offering you. This is This is a person with authority. This is somebody that is, yeah, this is definitely very strong, stable energy. This is like a new beginning, immature, somebody curious, interested, but this is mature, immature energy. So you may have two people, possibly even three people coming in, but definitely one. King of Pentacles, commitment worthy. This can go the distance. This could be a good provider, somebody very supportive, very protective of their person. I like that energy for you. You have good news around your health. You got good news around a property or home. And if you a new job opportunity, a new financial opportunity may pop up for you. Okay. Good news around money or a new job. And Page of Cups here is good news regarding love. All right. Yes. You got a good surprise regarding your love life coming in. And I think there's this King of Pentacles. We have definitely earth energy all over this place. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There's two cards emphasizing earth energy. And then the Page of Cups is my Cancer card. Okay. But I can even give it to all water. So the Page of Cups, this is like being open with your heart. This is somebody I think that's coming in to offer something tangible and practical, and they're open with their heart, and they're going to be interested and curious. And this is exactly the kind of energy you're wanting. And this is I'm two thumbs up on that because I remember Kimberly. I said we just don't want anybody. We want somebody coming in the right way for you. And this is person coming in with an open heart. You know, they're not guarded, they're not damaged goods. This is somebody, they have their heart open, willing to give. They are giving a cup and they're also giving something tangible and practical to build or work on. Boom. This is definitely a very good reading. So you got good news coming in, something creative, a new opportunity around creativity or around something that will make you emotionally happy. It could be an invitation, an invite, news to a party, a wedding, or news of a baby being born. Good news, something like that, or somebody asking you out to dinner or to a date. Page of Pentacles is, like I said, good news around practical matters, health, finances, career, home, property. Okay. So you got good news coming in, girl. Yeah, I think that was a very cool reading. When is he coming in? Yeah, there's not really a time frame with these. These are court cards. Court cards don't really offer time frames. You got three court cards. There's yeah, they don't really offer. The only thing I could say about Page of Pentacles is winter. Page of Cups is summer. Page of Wands is spring. We have Page of Wands is spring. Pentacles is winter. Who's Summer is cups, wands is spring. Yeah. So who swords is hold on. Swords would be fall. So we have summertime and we have winter time. Okay. So you got two cards emphasizing pentacles. So wintertime may look strong, but that's just court cards are not really a time frame. But like I said, pentacles, I believe, are winter. I gotta make sure. Let me see. I'm trying to double check on that for you. Hold on. So pentacles are years. Yeah, you got court cards. So I don't think it's gonna be years. It's in your energy right now. It's not too long. I did it for current energy, so this is not past 3 months. Yeah, I'm not sure. But okay, I can't see. Mm. Where does it say? Anywhere? Does it say? Oh, here we go. Hold on. No, that's not it. Spring. Hold on. Spring. No, that's not it. I don't know where. Mm, yeah. So in the next 3 months is what? June, July, August. So summer, and you got a page of cups. So summertime. So that kind of, I would go with summertime. You got this whole summer. That's not too bad. You could have had two pentacles and the swords, and then that could have put you to fall and winter. All right. See, look at that. I'm proud of you. All right, Kimberly. Thanks for being here, sweetie. And if you want to be a monitor next time, then pop up at 11:45 with me. And then I had to like put you in the computer. So if you want to be a monitor, if you can pop up because I start at 11:45 on Sunday. I don't know. It didn't say specific. Um, it's just good news around a home or property. And so anyways, on that, or you just show up when you show up and you can start when you start. Okay. No worries on the monitor thing. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. No pressure on that. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. This is the end. All right. Peace and love to all of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you on the next video, which will be Sunday morning and then Sunday evening, 11:45 p.m. All right. Au revoir. All right. Good night.